Whoa. Hello. It's a day. Schmars Day? Dang. I would love that. Finally.
I was muted. I was muted. I was muted. Everyone could hear you, but they couldn't hear me.
Oh my
You could hear me. That's the first time it's happened. First and only time.
Wait, on, like, streaming in general,
Yeah, on the
or
stream. On the stream. You could hear me, but like the wonderful folks at home could not.
Alright,
It's all
well,
it's all fixed now.
okay. That's gonna be awesome for the beginning of
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Um
sound like I'm talking to myself. Wouldn't be the
yeah,
weirdest
no,
thing.
you're just a crazy person here. It's
Yeah,
all
I mean, we
concocted.
already
I'm
knew
just a
that.
bunch of pixels that's like happen to be moving around in a human kind of way. Hey,
I
You want
knew
you
that
want to you want to know something
Mhm.
funny? I just
What's up?
found out recently that so in Star Wars there's like in the cantina there's like this like jazzy swing music that plays. Um
Oh, yeah?
yeah, and there's a name for that type of music. Um within the Star Wars universe. It's a fictitious genre of music and it's called jizz music.
Oh, no. Why?
It was named as such before I think jizz became prominently known for,
No.
you know, the special sauce. But
Yeah, you know.
I learned about that recently, and I was like, oh, well, I need to tell someone.
Yeah, you need to share the news.
I need to tell someone. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. It's real. It's real. It's
I
called jizz
really
music, like Jizz music,
I don't
because it's
think you
like
should search that up, though.
it'll
I
come up with Star Wars, so don't worry.
okay.
I mean,
Just
I
to
think the
see.
idea is like it's jazz music, but not really, so they call it jizz music. It's like
Oh,
off-brand jazz music, but in space.
yeah.
You know.
What a way to start the podcast. You're first muted, and then we're talking about jizz music.
Hey, I needed to get the jizz music off my chest. Okay.
Yeah, 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 I
Yeah.
understand.
Like once you learn that information, like you harness it, and you're like, I have to tell someone. I
How
have to
long
tell
have
other
you been
people.
holding Yeah, how long have you been holding onto this information for?
Like 36 hours.
Oh my god.
It's I don't know, but now you know. Now you can tell other people. That's how.
I'll make sure to tell all my friends.
Those are known as memes.
Oh, man.
Like
Alright.
the actual definition of memes, the passing down of ideas from like people to people, not you know slapping impact font on random image of a baby making a funny face.
Yeah, like, Harry Potter of, like what was it, like, "Damn girl, you look fine" or something? We're looking it was something like that one original Harry Potter meme.
I can't remember.
Ugh.
The
It's like a him looking, like, super duper, like, smug or something, I don't know. It was just a very specific photo. I'm sure if I sent it to you, you would, like, immediately know.
like is it Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter or is it just
Yeah.
like Daniel Radcliffe?
No, no, no,
Or is it like Harry
it's
Potter
him
and like
it's Harry Potter.
okay.
Anyway.
Okay. No, I
Okay.
can't remember this Harry Potter meme. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Okay. Anyway, let's, like, properly introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Tam jamming. Tam. Tam jamming. Jamming jam.
Jammings of the
Tam
Tam.
jamming. Twitch.tv/Tam jamming. That's where I usually do all my funny business.
Oh, hell yeah. And, I'm Forest Raider. Forest, or the Raider of the Forest. You can
Zit.
find me at What's up?
Nothing. Keep going.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Forest Raider. And unfortunately, Karada's not able to be here today as he's working, but you can find him at twitch.tv/Karada-sama.
KIRATASAMA. Did I do that? Is
Yes.
that right? Okay, hold
I
on. My light's been like bothering me. I need to, like I don't know, blast it more. But yeah, we had a little break last week, mostly because of
Mhm.
like slow news day, but also just to work on more behind the scenes stuff. with the
Oh, yeah.
podcast, including making Forrest actually animate over there.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she's moving.
I'm slowly but surely becoming more human.
Yeah. Uh, Shout out to Hunt Artist for providing the the PNG file, the ping,
The ping.
the ping, the ping for the for that.
Yeah. Honestly, thank you, Hunt Artist. Another wonderful streamer, by the way. But he like made this for me super randomly as well, because like I was making an appearance on his stream a few times or whatever, and he's like, I kind of just want there to be an avatar of you now, so I'm gonna just make this. And I was like, can I have this? Like, it's
Can I have
amazing.
this, please?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna build you a car. No reason. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Honestly.
like if you want to use it, I don't know. It's just gonna sit in my garage.
Yeah. I'll
It's gonna
just
sit
show
in
it
my
off occasionally.
yeah. But what have you been up to? Uh, I don't know. This
Um,
past week or this past 2 weeks? Either or.
well,
Take your pick.
past 2 weeks, monster hunting, obviously. Um, so, obviously with 3.0 out, the news and stuff for Rise is kind of slowed down a little bit. We're just kind of waiting for more events and more, the collab that's happening later in the month?
Yeah, the stories one.
Yeah. So, otherwise, other games, PSO2, most
Yeah.
likely.
How's that been treating you?
It's been consuming my life.
How far
I
along
looked
are you?
I looked at how many hours I have on Steam. I just broke 100 hours.
And when did you
And,
start?
uh, after our last
Oh
podcast.
boy.
So, it's been 2 weeks. I would say that I started, like, right after we went live last time.
Mm.
Um, so, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I played a lot of the, what you could call, like, the base game or whatever, and then NGS just came out, so
Yes,
it's been a lot of fun.
new Genesis.
New
New
Guinness.
new Guinness.
Yeah.
So that's been treating you well, huh? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you've been really grinding that out.
A
Other than
little bit,
that,
yeah.
like that's pretty much it then.
Uh, I'd say so.
Yeah, I was getting my toes a little wet in NGS as well.
Yeah, I was watching you play that. What do you think of it
Yeah.
so far?
It's fine. It's fun. My biggest issue with it, and like here I go. It's like, of course, Tam's gonna open his mouth and then say like, "Oh, my biggest issue with it." Like, I really like it. I really like it. It's just that there's one little thing
Oh my
that's
god,
like
everybody get ready.
that's bothering me about it. It's the initial server lag. The
Yeah.
server lag has been like atrocious,
Yep.
especially out in like the overworld. Uh, it's been it's been pretty bad.
Mhm.
Um, like you just be like shooting at a monster, and then like 30 seconds later, all your numbers will appear.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I think it's because Sega wasn't anticipating so many people to jump
Yeah.
into New Genesis. They went hard on the marketing, by the way, for that. Like they were on Conan.
Did they real wow.
They had a little feature on Conan. Although I don't know whether that was like just the one producer who wanted to play the game, or if they were actually like uh contacted by Sega to promote it. But
Mhm.
either way, like there was lots of eyes on New Genesis. Because PSO2 always had like this certain buzz around it as like this like kind of like mysterious force lurking in the background that was slowly making its way to the west.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think like
true.
New
It was
Genesis is really the like the punch in the gut to get
well,
it
yeah,
moving.
because like, they really, like, showed a lot for it, especially, like, because I knew about it before it was, like, available in the West,
Hmm.
but, like, obviously, we couldn't play it until, like, however long ago because it wasn't available yet.
It
Um,
really plays into our sensibilities of as like Monster Hunter fans.
that's true.
It does capture that like that feeling. It scratches that itch, if you will,
Oh,
of like
totally.
co-op fighting big monsters and different weapons, all that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what really drew me to it as well, because it's just, like, it's got weak points on it, it's got, like, different parts you can break. It's just a lot more anime, if you could call it that.
One thing you won't find me doing, and I don't know if you plan on doing it, but I'm not gonna be streaming this fucking game
Me neither.
because within like 15 minutes of getting into the main hub city, uh, like multiple players. I don't know if they were all in cahoots or if this was just the regular, but just posting like pictures of dicks and boobas and vaginas,
Yeah.
all sorts of things,
You
like
you
hand
can start.
drawn stickers
Yeah.
or whatever, just like for all the whole city to see. It's like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna stream this game, and like I know I can turn that shit off, but I feel like that's part of the experience.
It
So
really is,
I
though.
gotta keep them on, but I'm not gonna be streaming it.
Yeah, like, so for context for people, PSO2 uh allows all creators and players to make their own symbol art on the game. That can be displayed anywhere.
Yeah,
They can't really get rid of that symbol art because they don't really have the technology, or I'm assuming like the moderation to really filter that stuff out. So
it's like
it can
yeah.
range from something super wholesome to something very, 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 very TOS.
8 times out of 10, it's the latter.
Yeah.
It's like it's as if the plaza for Splatoon, you know, the one where people make like
Yeah.
weird, shitty art to display in the lobby of Splatoon. It's like that, except all the moderators are in on the horny.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
that's what it is.
Oh
It's I
god.
was not prepared for it. It's just
No.
like
I saw you like I was in a call with you while you were experiencing NGS for the first time, and it was just like you were like, "What was that?"
I was just running
I was just
around
like,
in like
"Oh
the
yeah."
fields, and then all of a sudden like
Yeah.
pixel art of like dicks and boobs out of nowhere just like starts popping up on my screen. I'm like, what's going on? Did I get like did I get like attacked by like some anthrax virus or something on the internet? Like what's going on here? I don't understand. I was very scared.
Yeah,
Um
no.
yeah, this is probably imagine if you could do that in Monster Hunter. Like with the
Oh my
sticker system.
god. Oh my god, that that'd be so bad, but also really funny.
Like you give players like you give any of your players the tools to like customize
Yeah.
messages, and not even like a fringe amount of your players, but like a sizable chunk of them will find a way to make it sexy.
Oh, of course, of course. I
Like I
mean,
mean they've done it with Dark Souls with like the messages. I'm sure someone's gonna find a way to do it with the stickers in Monster Hunter. I haven't encountered them, but I also don't play with randoms in Monster Hunter, so I don't know.
I'm sure when the mods come out on the PC version, it'll just be chaos. It'll
It's
just
not that bad in Iceborne, is it? Has anyone made mods in Iceborne where it just replaces stickers? Like, just like
uh
literally like put JPEGs in this folder?
probably.
I don't know.
They they did some pretty bad mods. I haven't really looked into it, but I have just heard tales of
Yeah, I mean
oh
it
boy.
started in like Gaia Online making multi-line texts of like boob ladies with like ASCII art,
Really?
and then like RuneScape with people trying to do the same thing by stacking their messages. No, it was MapleStory where they did that, where it would be like you would like use like equal signs or at symbols to occupy space so that your message would stack because MapleStory is like a 2D side-scrolling MMO. So your character is like right here, and then a speech bubble appears above them, and it
Oh.
can only reach a maximum width and a maximum height. The maximum width wasn't that wide, but the maximum height was actually pretty wide to the point where you could say a chat message where the speech bubble was like about 5 times taller than your character.
Mhm.
So people would like make these elaborate ASCII arts of like naked women like right above their character.
Oh my god.
um yeah, people will find a way. Is
Oh,
like
of course, of
people in
course.
MMOs will find a way to make it sexy, to bring the boobas to your game, and no
Yep.
amount of moderation or filtration can stop it, video
No,
game
they really
developers.
can't.
I'm glad PSO2 decided, you know what? Post whatever
Just
you like.
yeah, just
Just
free reign.
just in terms of like lewd stuff, like just post whatever the hell you want.
I guess
Doesn't bother
so.
me. Just don't be recruiting people to your cult. You know, don't be giving out addresses, be giving out social security numbers.
That's
But
true, that's true.
a
Um,
little booby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Post a little booby.
to I just wanna bring up with the stickers as well, like the new ones on Rise with the cahoots.
Mhm.
So good. I love them.
I'll be honest right now. I think the only time I've ever posted a sticker was by accident when I was on the wrong radio menu. I've never.
You don't use them at all?
No, I
I'd like
don't.
to use them.
I see people use them, and I'm like, oh, that's cute, and then it leaves my mind like 5 seconds later.
I don't know, it's just kind of like a I don't use them religiously, obviously. When I'm
Hmm.
streaming, it's just kinda like people can hear my response or whatever. Um,
Are you
but I
able
feel like
to? Are you able to like set them as auto shoutouts?
I don't think so?
Mm.
I wanna say no, but I haven't truly looked into it. Um, because I haven't really changed my auto shoutout since, like, the first week of Rise. Um, but no, I think my favorite ones so far are just, like, that Kahoot that, like, is, like it's all blurry and it, like, looks like it's in shock or something or, like, being scared or something.
Like it's like being censored, or
No. So it's, like it looks like it's in motion or something, so it's, like, jumping, but it's, like,
oh,
got, like, a
okay,
shocked face on it. No, I
yeah, no,
know I
I
said
know.
that a little bit.
Like it's like motion blur, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
get our
I
minds
gotcha.
out of the gutter.
We were just talking about PSO2 boobies. Like,
Karada's not even here,
you
and
gotta
we
give us some like a cooldown time between boob talk and cute owl talk. You know,
Alright, fair.
I think it's
Um,
left my body now. Like, ooh, there we go.
okay,
The,
we
the
are cleansed of
yeah,
that or
no
something.
more boobas, no more fantasy boob.
Yeah, we got it out of our system. Um,
Anyway, let's talk
but
about
no,
owl
yeah.
boobs.
No. Um, but yeah, so, I don't think I've actually wasn't there, like, a new event that just came out the other day? It was, like,
Yeah, there was
the
a
Nargacuga
like
and
a
Barrioth?
Nargacuga Barrioth arena quest where you can get titles. That seems to be the content drip for Rise. It's starting to seem like World was structured much more like a live service game. Not quite, but it was like 1 degree of separation away from a live service game.
Yeah.
And Rise seems to be wanting to go back to like a more traditional Monster Hunter game, but not a lot of people are used to that. A lot of people start with World, and so they're jumping into Rise expecting like a content drip like World had, you know. Whereas like every
Mhm.
week you get like a new laundry list of event quests, or you know every 2 months or 3 months or so there's a new title update. Rise came out and was like, hey, 2 new title updates in 2 months, and then like 1 new event quest per week, and people were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I just don't like. I mean, it goes back to like I think uh kind of conflicting design philosophies between the two Monster Hunter development teams, the A team and the B team. You know,
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like
Mm.
I'm just making assumptions
It
here. But
yeah, it's definitely, like, kind of just I wouldn't say disappointing, but it's like I don't have a lot of drive to really do all of the events right now.
yeah.
I kinda just wanna wait at this point for, like, a bunch of them to be out, and then I can just do them all in, like, one stream or something.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That does seem like that would be the smart thing. But the thing about these event quests are they don't even give you like materials to make a new thing. Some of them do, but like most of them are just like do them once and then you get a thing. Like you get new titles or uh new stickers or whatever. New outfit for your Kahoot,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
I
Um
I I really hope that, like, you'll be able to send your Kahoot at people eventually in the hub and everything.
like just
Like
launch your Kahoot at a person? Is
Well,
that what you
because
mean?
like yeah, because you can do that offline. Where have you ever tried to launch your Kahoot or, like, send it towards,
Yeah, you
what's
can
his
just like
face?
yeah, you can just like shoot your Kahoot at people and like behead them
Yeah.
in like
Well, what's
gory
his face is,
fashion.
like, sitting on the roof over
With
by, like,
sushi.
the yeah, it's Sushi. You can send your Kahoot at him, and he just, like, freaks out a little bit, understandably.
He's just like fucking ah.
So, I wanna do that to other players.
Just do the animation of like
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just something like that, I would be very happy.
you know when your hunter's like inflicted with fire blight and then occasionally you just go like yeah
Yeah.
like that.
Or it's just
Have
kind of
that.
like you could have, like, a bunch of games, like, playing tag with your Kahoots, just
Well,
launching your bird.
there's many other mini games that need to be done implemented first within Rise. One of which is Palamute racing. This could be like a topic
True.
in and of itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Just, like,
Monster
making
Hunter's
your own
mini
fun.
game. Yeah. Like I mean there's always been ways to make your own fun in Monster Hunter besides like just hunting
Oh,
monsters.
yeah. I mean, you're pretty well known, I'd say, for your fashion at this point. You know, looking for all of your best designs and everything.
Don't glow me up. What are you
And
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Huh?
I
Huh? 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 I'm just kidding. Uh, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like yeah, things like that, like making fashion shows and stuff, as like ways to you know amp up the fun a bit. It's a bit harder in Rise because there's not like 16 people lobbies.
Mhm.
A lot more fun in Iceborne when you can just have a full lobby and then just like at the top of your balcony, just announce below to all the peasants like, "Hello,
Yeah,
contestants."
in your room or whatever.
Yeah. Like today's contest theme is Fantasy Star Online Boobas.
We
Dress
were
as your
so we were so close to getting away from this conversation.
dress as your favorite Fantasy Star Online booby wife
God
and win a prize.
damn. Oy, oy, oy.
Uh, but other
No,
than
but yeah.
PSO2, that's like been kind of like eating up most of your week.
Yeah, um, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, anything else I've been doing. Obviously, this coming week, I'm gonna be doing a charity for QWERTY gamers,
There we
so
go. Where can people find
LGBT.
that?
I'll have charity links all over I'll have it obviously, I'll post in my Discord later, but, I'll have charity links in my streams when you come by. I'm still trying to set up some milestones and rewards, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah,
Fuck yeah.
so I'm gonna be streaming with like 30 plus other people.
Cool. It's just
Um,
gonna be a bunch of people talking over each other.
no, 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 no. We're all like in this campaign together. I might try to do some collabs with other people in the future.
Hmm.
Uh, we might try to do like a Jackbox one day. Uh, just like those games that like are very cooperative with other people. But otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna be a good time.
What's your experience been with Jackbox games?
I've had a lot of fun with them. Not necessarily like well, because I played it last week with Hunt Artist and Kinko Kitty.
Mhm.
Um, and it was a lot of fun with them. Uh, we played with like the community and everything. It was decent. Like people were mature enough not to write anything like super, actually bad.
Yeah, it's like it always like really depends on the group of people that you're playing with,
Yeah.
right?
Like
Um,
I don't think I could ever stream it personally because that's something that I get really nervous about.
I've
Just
seen
like
people
I
I've seen people stream it with like random chat members, and people could like everyone's sense of humor is different, and some people's sense of humor is less humor, less sense,
yeah. Like
more just edgy. Eh.
well, I think the best thing about Jackbox is you can still interact with your chat with it. So if you have like a full group and everything,
Hmm.
um, actually playing the game and submitting answers, but then you can also have your audience
Yeah,
who
like you
can
can just
vote for
vote.
like the best answer or yeah, do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's like how many iterations of Jackbox have there been at this point? Like, I think they're on like what, 8, 9?
Yeah, I think they're on pack 8, which is like when you think about it, there's, like, at least 5 to 6 games in each pack. So,
Yeah. It's always weird to me because like in every single Jackbox pack, there's always like only one or two winners, I feel like.
yeah,
Um
like, they're all good, I'm sure, but there's only a few that I can really pick out of the entire series that I really, really like.
at some point they have to come out with like a Jackbox the like the
The
fan
ultimate
favorites or the ultimates. Yeah.
yeah,
The
all-stars or whatever.
the favorite Jackbox games from the community. They just like all voted. Hey, here's all
Well,
the
yeah,
Jackbox
they
games we want.
they have to be careful when they do that. Like, I'm sure they have, like, a general idea of, like, what people's favorites are, but, like, I remember from Mario Party All-Stars when they, like, tried to pick out the best games.
There was a Mario
I
Party All Stars? What?
Yeah, because like, there's so many Mario parties at this point that they were like, "Eh, let's just, like, put all the favorite games together and, like, just have fun with that." But, like, all I've heard is, like, that they picked a lot of games that nobody likes,
Really?
and it's just, like, people complaining.
It's what all
Um
the it's what corporate like to play with their kids. They're like,
exactly.
let's put these. How about you, 5-year-old Kelly? How much which games do you want?
Yeah.
Wait, so it was like literally it was a Mario Party game, but all the mini games were like
Well,
the
yeah,
best hits.
like, I think it was actually I think it was pretty cool as well because they obviously, like, upped the graphics on some of the older games,
Mm-hmm.
like, the mini games, because like, my personal background with Mario Party is only Mario Party 4 because we had it on the GameCube, but I absolutely loved that game, and I think they brought a few of the levels from that back,
Mm.
um, but they look really good, really up to date and everything, but it's just like, why? Why this mini game?
My Mario Party experience has been 1, 2, and then the most recent one.
Yeah. Well,
Like
what's
I
even the
started
most recent one?
um the one on the
S
Switch.
Super Mario Party or
Super Mario
something?
Party, yeah, which is a good name. It should have
Yeah,
been the name of like the very first Mario Party. In fact, I think my parents were calling it Super Mario Party anyway.
you might as well.
Yeah. Um, the first one, when did that one come out? Like 99, 2000? I
Yeah, that
forget.
was on the N64,
Yeah, it
so
was on N64. It was like back when they had the games where you had to uh wiggle the joystick in the
oh my
circle, and the
god.
best way to do it was palm it to
Yeah.
palm the joystick. And if you've ever seen the N64 joystick, it has like a little like thumbprint on it. It has like little ridges on it. It was
Oh, that's
painful to use.
right.
But like you
Yeah.
would hold like your joystick like this and do this, and it would completely like destroy your palm. Like people's palms were just shattering from
Mhm.
playing Mario Party. So they took those mini games out of 2 real quick.
Yeah.
I really
Even
liked I really liked them at the time, but since then I haven't really touched them until I played Super Mario Party, and I was like, yeah, it's Mario Party, I
yeah.
guess. I like I don't know, like the board game aspect of it is like it's like the mini games where it really begins to shine, I think. But
Well, even when it came to the board games, like in Mario Party 4, it was just like it was very interactive with other players sometimes.
mhm.
Um, so like for example, on like one of the levels it had like a roller coaster. If you landed on a certain spot, it would like cause a roller coaster like the car the car or whatever to
Oh yeah, it
like
would like
drive
alter the
by and
map.
like
It was like yeah.
yeah. And it would, like, affect other players and everything, like, that I really liked.
Mhm.
When they got rid of that aspect in the further games where you're all just sitting in a car yourself, it's like, "Well, this isn't fun."
Yeah, I think the Wii U one did that, right? Where it was like
Yeah,
everyone's
the
just
Wii
sitting in
U
the
I think that was Mario Party 9. They did it for a few games, actually, I think.
mm,
I I'm not 100% positive, but I think they did that for 8 and 9, maybe 10, I don't know. But,
what
yeah.
you're not caught up on the Mario Kart
No.
lore? You don't know?
No.
You didn't know? Come on.
It's bruh.
I'm a moderator on r/Mario Party, okay?
Oh my god.
I'm telling you right now.
Wow, so amazing.
Um, but on the tam end of things for the last week or so. We were talking about PSO2 before. Yeah, I did try it, and I feel like I got all my thoughts out on that already. Um,
Mhm.
I've been playing Rise. I've been playing a lot of it off stream. Uh, just doing like I don't know, just set building, just building sets, cause I use like every weapon, not well, but I use them. Except for like the exception of Greatsword, I use that pretty well, I'd say.
Mhm.
That's what I consider like my main. But I've
Yeah.
just been building sets, a lot of gunning sets as well, because I've been warming up to gunning more and more and more and more.
Okay.
It's been fun, but
Weren't you saying, like, last week or something, or 2 weeks ago that, like, Sword and Shield has actually surpassed your greatsword uses?
at one point it did, yeah.
Is it
Sword
back
and
to
Shield
normal?
was like, yeah, it's normalized again. The order in the universe has been
Yeah, the
restored.
order has been restored.
Yeah, Greatsword started feeling some pressure, so then I like pounded out a bunch of Greatsword quests, just practicing with that, and then now it's like, yep, King of the Mountain
Mhm.
again, baby. It's kind of sad in my fucked up mind where it's like I equate my familiarity and favoritism with a weapon based on like what the guild card says.
Well, yeah, but I think, like, a lot of people do that, you know?
I don't know. It's like I kind of wish those counters weren't even in the guild card.
I
You know what?
do and I
I like.
don't. Like, I think it's a fun thing to look back at, and, like, there's another streamer who I don't even have to say his name, we all know, he's a Chargeblade main, and I think he, like, got to 6,969 uses, so it was, like, 6,969.
Oh, nice.
Um, I don't know if he went past that, but
I wouldn't. I would like start a new file. I
well,
think.
I think the good thing was Rise was just coming out because he did that on Generations Ultimate.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I think he stopped after that, at least with that weapon, so
Talking about cannon fodder, by the way, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's only one streamer I know that would be crazy enough to do that with Charge Blade. But yeah, good shit. Good shit.
Oh, yeah.
I
Good
mean, that
job,
was probably a
Cannon.
while ago, but like, yeah, good shit on
Yeah.
69, 69. Double nice. Double nice Charge
Oh,
Blade.
yeah.
Nice.
I don't know, I like being able to see how much I've played a weapon, though,
I
and
think
then see how much I
yeah.
haven't played a weapon.
I just have like mind goblins that just like eat away at me when I look at it, and I'm like, "Damn, you've been neglecting this weapon." I'm like, I know, but
I don't know. I think, like, on my main file, I've gotta keep heavy bowgun at 0. Like,
mhm.
I've gone too far at this point where I'm, like, 200 uses with, like, dual blades and whatever, and, like, slowly
I think
but surely
it's
trying to get well, I'm just trying to get everything to 100 uses, but I saw that, like, I can't use heavy bowgun. Like, I gotta keep something at 0 for some reason.
well, that's what it was like for World in PS4 for me, because I had zero
Oh,
hammer usage. Everything else was like well over like
really?
200.
But the
Hammer was at
hammer, like,
0.
the the hammer had such a glam up in World, though, like, compared to GU, at least to me,
What
like, I
the
just have to
like? You had the power charge, and you could
yeah.
spin.
You could also do, like, that, like, long combo, like, you just kept
Oh,
pressing,
the
like,
Big
a
Bang
circle. Yeah,
combo.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Did
just
get it.
landed with, like, that huge hit at the end.
The yeah.
Obviously, it was kind of infuriating that if you got interrupted in the middle, you couldn't resume it, so you really
Mhm.
had to be careful for other players, but, like
It's funny that I'm
yeah.
like, oh, dude, the hammer didn't get much. Meanwhile, I'm here over here with my great sword. Wunk, wunk,
Yeah.
wunk. Hey, we got a tackle.
That's true, yeah.
Got a tackle.
Good
Got a
shit.
tackle. Got a true charge slash. That's all you need.
Oh, exactly.
You know,
I don't know, I could never get used to Greatsword in World for some reason. I don't
you should
know.
try it in Iceborne with Frostcraft critical
Oh
draw
god,
playstyle. My preferred
I'm
playstyle now.
I'm scared of Frostcraft. I don't know why. It's just like I keep hearing about how good it is, and it's like, no. I
It's not
don't
like
know.
busted.
Okay.
Um, but it does like there's a lot of flexibility with set building with Greatsword in Iceborne because do you want to go more playstyle that focuses on true charge slash and getting to that sequence of the combo as quickly as possible? Or would you like to play the traditional method of like, a surgical knife, just getting your draw slashes out there? More
Mm.
focused on Frostcraft. You want punishing draw on this, if you want to snipe the head and get some KOs. Or
Yeah,
maybe even
that's
like do some impact damage with your tackle as well. All sorts
oh,
of
yeah.
all sorts of neat little playstyles. There's even aerial great sword style in World. Where it's like depending,
Really?
like if you find a ledge, just roll backwards, do the aerial charge, roll backwards again, and just keep doing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
There's
I've
videos out there
seen
of people
people.
speed running by abusing the ledge attack from greatsword.
It is a good tactic,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it works, and the
I don't
game allows for it, so people are gonna
I
make
don't know,
use of it.
there's always gonna be that one set that always scares me. Like, even in Rise, like, I still haven't tried the Valstrax full set yet, even though I know it's, like, the meta right now or whatever.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, I'm
It
scared.
requires like to be below 80%. Works best in solo because people can't life powder your health above that.
Yeah.
Um, in fact, there was like some like discourse recently. I was like seeing some heads fly over people being like, "Well, you shouldn't be using Valstrax armor in multiplayer hunts." And if you're using Valstrax armor, don't blame me if I heal you, like shit like that. And I'm just like, everyone's an idiot.
You're not wrong. I mean,
I always just like
I
my brain just shuts off whenever any discourse like that happens within Monster Hunter because I'm just like, I just wanna, can
can I just smack the monster, please?
I just play?
Yeah, I think, like, the biggest thing is, like, I'll probably just say to my chat if that ever happens, like, "You can play what you want, but you need to understand that we're playing with other players.
Yeah.
So, you should be the one kinda, like, working around that. Like, you
Mhm.
can go off and play on your own all you want and play how you want offline, but, like."
Bookmark that because we'll talk about that later
Oh, yeah.
with hub etiquette. Do you want to get into like more current event stuff with
Yeah,
E3?
yeah,
Because
sure.
yeah, we're in like the midst of E3 right now.
Yeah, I
Um,
think, currently Ubisoft Forward is going on right now.
yeah, something that I wasn't really particularly interested in, but I don't know, like you're into like stuff like Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I've always been a pretty big fan of Assassin's Creed. I've been really delaying myself on Valhalla for some reason. I played it pretty heavy the first week I got it,
Hmm.
and I just haven't touched it since. Like, I completely cut myself off. Even with Watch Dogs Legion, like, I played Watch Dogs 2, like, I 100%ed it. I got all the trophies and everything.
Right.
Um, Well, when it comes to Watch Dogs Legion, like, I really liked it. I was playing it pretty hard the first day I got it, and then, I don't know, I just
Chat just said
haven't
they
touched
announced the
it.
Valhalla expansion like just now.
Oh, yeah, a chat member just said they literally just announced the Valhalla
Yeah.
expansion.
There you go.
Like, as you said Valhalla,
Okay.
they said expansion.
There's like a
Oh my god.
there's a there's something that I've struggled with open world games, and I want to specifically blame Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft for doing this. For just at every waking moment just getting me burnt out on every open world game I touch. Like,
Like,
I don't know, it's like a plague. Like Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, any Assassin's Creed game, like and even Breath of the Wild to an extent. Even if
oh,
Assassin's Creed
yeah.
had no uh effect on those games specifically, it affected my brain in the way I play those games to the point where like I don't know, it's a miracle if I ever finish like open world games nowadays.
Wait, so how
Um
exactly does it impact you? Like, what exactly
because
turns you
so
off on that?
Assassin's Creed made it really easy to like have a checklist. Check your map, all these
Mhm.
icons littering the map. Just go before like you got all these little icons and you got a big icon that's like, hey, for story progress, go here. For
Yeah.
everything else, go there. So me being the gamer TM that I am,
Trademark.
hit all the little icons first, and then go to the story. And then once you do the story, then like another part of the map opens up. You got more icons to go around, go do those things. They all play the same canned animation of Ezio opening up a chest, or you do another race through these like weird light spirals.
I kind
Um,
of like that though. I don't know.
it's like it's a system built to burn Tam out of your game. you know,
Just specifically
yeah.
you.
So like I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's cool, you know, you got the thwippies and the crawling on the walls and the cool outfit, you know. Spider-Man's cool. I like Spider-Man. He's
Yeah.
cool. Tobey Maguire, he's an alright guy.
Yeah.
Um
Um,
didn't finish his game though on PS4.
really?
As
Huh.
soon as I unlocked the ability to find backpacks, I'm not kidding you. I found every backpack in NYC and then was like, I've wasted my life.
I don't
I
know.
went around because they gave you the ability to like track the backpacks. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, well, I'm gonna go get the backpacks and I'm gonna find these towers that reveal more of the map and stuff. Um, I found all the backpacks in like one afternoon, and then I
Dang.
just like didn't pick up the game ever again.
I don't know. I'm just kind of the opposite. Like, I really like having that all displayed on the map because, like, the completionist in me is like, yes, check marks. Yes,
hmm
things done. I can do more, you know, and more and more. Um, and like, I can totally see why that can be like overwhelming for some people. Like, it definitely did with Odyssey a little bit for me.
Yeah,
Um, Especially with the ability to start your game over and then like have it be harder because like I think the first playthrough it's like you get to level 30 I want to say and then like it maxes out at that and then when you start over you can like get your character to like probably 100 or something I don't know.
mm.
um like that was definitely a little bit like ugh, but all my progress, you know,
I really
now I
like.
have to do it again but it's harder.
I'll tell you what. I got the furthest. The furthest I made it into an open world game was Breath of the Wild. And it was because it wasn't explicitly telling me how many Korok seeds there were. It wasn't telling me where they were. It wasn't telling me. That game gives you very little information,
That's true.
which I love. Like I want a game to tell me to not tell me what my completion's at. I just want like let me go in blind. I just want to be a
and
horse
then
with
you
blinders. Just like go.
and then you heard about how many Korok seeds there are and you're like oh.
That wasn't even what got me to stop playing. I stopped playing because I sold my Wii U.
Oh, okay, well, that's fair.
But yeah, and I was one of those weirdos that played on the Wii U because I didn't have a Switch at the moment.
I was gonna say, dang.
Yeah, yeah, the Wii U version ran like dog shit.
That's what I've heard. It's, like, really bad frames or something.
Yeah, but that's what I really enjoyed about Breath of the Wild's like open world system is that you know in terms of like a checklist, you had like your journal of like side quests and stuff that you accept from people. Um,
Mhm.
but like in terms of like which how many shrines, which how many Korok seeds, if you're missing any chests, things like that.
Yeah.
The game was like very vague about that information. It didn't really tell you much about it other than hey, you can find these things on occasion and they might give you boosts and all that sort of thing. Just tackle it however you want, Tam.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Cool. Whereas Assassin's Creed is like, you go up, see a drone shot of the city, and then your map opens up automatically, and then it's just like, doop 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 doop, and it's like, oh, okay, this is just a chore list now.
Yeah.
Like, there's an image from which Assassin's Creed was it? I think it was called Assassin's Creed Unity, the one that was in France,
Yep.
the one in France where everyone spoke with a British accent for some reason.
Yep.
Um, there's an infamous screenshot from that game where it's showing the game's map, the map of like the city of France. Damn, France is a country, not a city.
Yes.
You know what? Where was it? Was it in Paris?
I think it might have been. I didn't really play
It
Unity.
was in
I
it was
got to,
in
like, the first mission, and then I stopped.
it was in Unity, France. There you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. I figured out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a map of Assassin's Creed Unity, and it was like fully zoomed out. You couldn't see like roads or pathways or anything because it was like literally so dense with these icons. Now, granted, this was probably a person that did no side content any at all, and just like opened up the map to look at how ridiculous it was. But like, holy shit! Like, I don't need that much information in terms of like how like where like each chest that has like $2 in it is, you know?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
that's just like information overload for me, and for someone like me who like likes to like when they're presented with that information, goes and does it because it feels right. That's like
Mhm.
a surefire way to just burn me out of your game.
Yeah. Kind of the nice thing about Valhalla, and, like, they've been doing this recently with games where they don't show an icon until you get near it.
Mm.
So it's literally just like it's just a blank map until you start going out and discovering things.
Mhm.
Um, and, like, it'll, like, have a general, like, radius around you or whatever of, like, what can be discovered, and it'll show it in, like, different types of light of, like,
Mm.
what that type of treasure is. So, like, if it's, like, a silver light, that's, like, a quest that can be picked up or whatever. If it's, like, a gold one, that's, like, something that's, like, currency or whatever.
Mhm.
It's just not until you can really see it or get close to it that you know, like, what type of treasure it is. So, I
Right.
don't know. I kinda like that in a way.
Maybe that's why I like a Monster Hunter a lot, because it's like it doesn't have a lot of that.
It's just
If
straightforward,
they
like,
ever made like an
yes and
open world
no.
Monster Hunter game, and someone like talked to me in my chat room before about like they were really hoping Monster Hunter World would be like a one big gigantic map, like Assassin's Creed style, where it's
Ooh.
like, say like, in order to go out on a quest, instead of like going into a loading screen, you would go out the gate right into the map, you know, something like
'Kay,
that.
I like expeditions where you can just kill stuff
Hmm.
forever and just do whatever forever, but, like, for it to be fully open world and just, like, eh,
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, there's a there's a gameplay loop that I really like about Monster Hunter, where just go out on a quest, spend like 10 minutes doing your quest, come back, do your preparation all over again, and then choose your
exactly.
quest again.
It's
You
got
know,
a rhythm
and
and a rhyme.
it's it's something I've been valuing more and more with video games, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna get like 2 hunts in before bed, or something
Yeah.
like that. You know, it's like where I can dictate the pace of like the way I'm playing the game based on like, very specific gameplay sequences of like pre-quest, quest, post-quest, repeat. And it's like nice. I like
Yeah.
that. I like the structure. I like the structure. It's a nice structure for a working
Yeah.
class gentleman like myself.
I have time and things to do in my life. I
I have
need to know
things to do.
exactly when I can
I value my
slaughter a
time. I value my time, and I appreciate a game that understands that and lets me play at my own pace.
I need to be able to work into my schedule of when I can slaughter this lizard.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Um,
Tam, why does it say lizard slaughter on your schedule here? Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Just focus on the other things.
Mm,
Um, but no, yeah, back to E3 stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, Ubisoft is today. I actually don't really know its schedule very well.
I think Devolver Digital is also today,
Okay.
which I don't know if you've seen their past E3 conferences. I'm not gonna be
I have
watching it
not.
live, but I'm definitely gonna catch the vibe, because like, moreover than like the games themselves, like Devolver Digital, they're primarily a publisher. They don't really develop their own games. They pick up a lot of like independent studios. They're the publishers behind Fall Guys
Mhm.
and a whole bunch of games. Um,
Yeah, they've done a lot. They
yeah,
just
Katana
recently had a
Zero.
pretty big sale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but they always put on such a spectacle for their E3 press conferences. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's the one where like the lady like literally pulls out a machine gun and just starts firing into the audience. No, that shit
Wait,
is like
excuse me?
covered in tomato juice. Oh, you have to watch it. You have to watch Devolver Digital press conferences. They're great.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to search that up after, the podcast today.
They're great.
I'm
They're
curious now.
great. Yeah, it started like 3 years ago or something, and it's like been an
Mhm.
ongoing storyline. Um, it's great, and they're very like they're very aware of how ridiculous the games media and the games journalism cycle can get.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
very aware of a lot of things. They've got their ears to the ground when it comes to player sensibilities and how to market well.
Mhm.
I really appreciate that. They're just
Oh,
not
yeah.
like, huge, big AAA budget like a lot of other studios, but they do have their own show during E3s and other like big pressers. So
That's good.
pretty cool. Let me look up the rest of the schedule because I think on Monday is Capcom,
Mhm.
among other things. Hold on here. Let me check Eurogamer here. They've got this nifty little guide. Let's
Oh,
see.
good.
Ubisoft is today.
Yep.
Obviously, I think that's going on right now.
Yep.
Devolver Digital is also today, later today.
Mhm.
Upload VR Showcase Saturday, June 12th. I guess VR games.
Oh, interesting.
For a lot of people, the first real day, um, is tomorrow because that's like Xbox and Bethesda showing
Oh,
that
gotcha.
off. In
So
terms
that's
of
gonna go
Xbox
on.
and Bethesda, I mean, there's not many like the thing about Xbox press conferences to me is that they like to premiere a lot of multi-platform games. Like Devil May Cry
Oh.
5 was revealed at an Xbox press conference. So
Oh,
it's
was
like,
it really?
yeah, Devil May Cry 5 amongst other things that I'm really interested in. I just forget. But they do pick up a lot of multi platform games for their announcements. But this will be the first year that Xbox will be doing their press conference with under like partnership with Bethesda.
Mhm.
So this will double up as like the Bethesda press conference as well. I wonder if Todd Howard's gonna come up with Phil Spencer and they're gonna make out on stage and have sex or something.
As you do.
Yeah, it's gonna be Master Chief and the Dovahkiin just like 69ing each other on stage. It's gonna be
Oh my
great. It's gonna be a wonderful show, folks. We got a good one for you today.
Yeah, you better be be on time. I wasn't there like, wasn't there an indie showcase today as well? Like a few different indie games or
Oh
something?
yeah, that was earlier this morning. I think it was like the
Yeah.
Guerrilla Games thing, I
Oh,
believe.
nice. Okay.
Uh, so yeah, there's Xbox and Bethesda. I'm not really looking forward to much there. I mean, it'll be cool to see some Halo Infinite stuff. Maybe that game got pushed back like into 2022, I believe.
Dang.
There was a lot of like I would really love to be a fly on the wall and see what was going on in that in those development studios working on Halo Infinite because apparently there's been some fires in the background there.
Really?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. It's kind of scary. At this point, it's kind of achieved. It's kind of in like that really cautious area of like this game is getting delayed a lot, and nothing coming out of the development studio is good. Makes people
E
worried. Makes people really worried. So
I mean, understandable after that entire, like, cyberpunk debacle and
yeah, I mean different studio, but like same boat, pretty much.
kinda
Yeah.
same yeah, same song.
Well, and like after the first live, well, that wasn't a live gameplay demo, but like the gameplay demo for Halo Infinite, where that infamous Greg meme came from. It's like
Mhm.
a weird low res looking alien that just like pops up on the screen for like 2 frames, but like he has like this like really funny face on. It's just like it's a very like very just a casual just a very casual like hey man what's up right before they get
Yeah.
their head blown off. Um, that game didn't demo well. It did get received well. Um, but it also spawned like one of the funniest things I've seen of reactions of that game, where it's like a big mega Halo fan was watching it, and then they were like, you could tell they were looking forward to one thing in this demo, and
Mm.
then the person's playing it on screen, and then they start sprinting forward, and then the person reacting starts freaking out and crying and saying, "No, they ruined it! Ah!" Because Halo purists seem to like the fact that you can't sprint. So as soon as they added the sprint feature, like
Oh
they
my
were like
god.
lighting fires and torching buildings and losing their minds. Um,
Those communities scare me so much.
they're very invested. They're
And
very
that's
passionate fan bases.
understandable. Like, if you grew up with this game or whatever, like, that's fine, but oh my
Yeah,
god.
I think what people were really peeved about was that Halo was starting to conform more with other first person shooters like Battlefield and Call of Duty, stuff like that. And like they always prided themselves on being like, fairly unique and
Mm,
the way like, characters have high health. You have like a bunch of armor and a bunch of health. It doesn't the
yeah,
time to kill in Halo is like forever. It's like a year and a half compared to how quickly you can kill people in Call of Duty. The weapons are all very unique. The vehicle combat is great. There was no sprint button in Halo, so like you have to be more meticulous and more nuanced with your movement.
gotcha.
You had like a jump that would like go super high and all these things with like Halo's combat and like I think after Bungie dropped development for it and 343 Studios started developing for it, it seemed like they were trying to conform more and more with other competing FPS franchises, and that's where Halo started jumping the shark, I'd say.
Right.
It's like imagine if Monster Hunter started mimicking more of its competitors or like mainstream games, you
Yeah,
know?
I can understand, like, the anger behind that. I can see why. Like,
Yeah.
if it's starting to lose its special touch or whatever, because like, I think, like, a lot of people can, like, agree with the Monster Hunter movie. It like,
I don't know
if
where
people
this is
haven't
going, but keep going.
if people haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but here's a couple of spoilers or whatever. It was a good movie, not a good Monster Hunter movie.
Mm.
It had decent action scenes, but boy, did it lack a lot of Monster Hunter just charm, you know? Like, I think the only thing that really distinguished it as a Monster Hunter movie was literally having Diablos in it. Like,
Diablo.
if you, like, literally just like, if someone brand new to the series and everything sat down and Diablos wasn't in the movie, they'd be like, "Oh, that's an awesome movie." Monster Hunter, what is that, you know? It's just like it
Monster
doesn't
Hunter, what do you do in that?
exactly, like, it's not I don't know. And it's just like when it comes to, like, things like this, like, it really I don't know. If you're gonna make a new game, like, you gotta make sure that it has, like, the previous charm and the previous, like, just I wouldn't say aesthetic, but, like, I don't know.
But Forrest, how will the West take us seriously if we don't make a big budget Hollywood movie?
Oh my god,
We
I
did the
don't
same
know.
with
How about
Resident Evil.
just make a good game?
It's,
I
it's
don't
really it
know.
really scares me that Monster Hunter, like Capcom, seems like they want to take Monster Hunter down the route of Resident Evil. Um, but there's one person preventing this from happening at Capcom, and it's Ryozo Sugimoto. He is the son of the CEO of Capcom, so he has a lot of pull, and it seems like he's very, 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 very firm in his belief that Monster Hunter will remain pure, innocent child, untainted by the greed of corporation and corporate interest.
Okay.
Okay? No loot boxes. Microtransactions will only be cosmetic.
Hmm.
Title updates are completely free.
Okay.
Sizable content. And we're gonna take our
Gotcha.
time with our games. Bam. Let us do our thing. There was an interview with Sugimoto where he was like, why would we put loot boxes? Like, the monsters are the loot boxes, and you have to work for those, you know?
You open a loot box and it's just like a Rathalos pops out.
Could you imagine, those, like, loot box animations that play in, like, Overwatch or any of those types of games where it's like,
Yeah.
you got, like, a box, it just, like, drops into, like, a blank room, just like, boom, and
Yeah.
then you click on it, and then the box
And
starts
it
shaking,
just
like, and then it
yeah.
explodes, and then it's, like, all these colors fly out, and then it's like, oh, yeah, cool, I got, like, a new voice line for Schmorkel. or whatever, you know?
Yeah. It
Like,
it
Monster Hunter does the same thing, except it's like a Rathlos goes on screen and then it just like fucking dies and falls over. And then it's like, pick up your carving knife. And then it's like starts exploding into like blood and guts, and then like all these like colored pieces fall
you
out.
just get different parts of the mind.
Yeah.
That's like your way of getting a gem or whatever.
Yep, yep, yep,
Like you
yep.
get a chance of
Yeah.
getting a gem.
Like as the gem's falling out, you can see it twinkling, so you're like, oh, I got a rare! Oh,
Yeah,
nice!
what if it's just, like, not a box at all? It's just, like, a dead monster just falls
But
onto
yeah,
the
that's what I was
ground and
saying.
you just
Yeah,
have
yeah,
yeah, you
yeah,
just have to walk up and start carving. Oh my
yeah.
god, that would be so, like,
Ugh.
ugh. Don't.
Thank you for not traveling down this path, Monster Hunter, because
Yeah, thank you.
Resident Evil has already traveled down this path. Resident Evil has loot boxes. The multiplayer, like Resident Evil Resistance, I
Really?
think it's called. It's the asymmetrical multiplayer one, where like yeah, there's loot boxes. You can open up loot boxes
Oh my
and you
god.
get like a voice line for this character. You get a new skin for this character. Hey, new armor die for this character. Like what?
Wow.
Hey, yeah.
Well, I really like with, Borderlands, with their example of loot boxes or, like, how far they would be willing to go is, like, they have
Mm,
their shift code things,
mm,
um, and so you can get golden keys by, like, watching their, like, trailers or whatever, and they have, like, their shift keys kinda, like, hidden in their trailers or whatever, so, like, I know for Borderlands 3, it was kinda like it was a popular theme to have it in, like, the roses at the end or whatever,
mhm,
um and then you could use that shift key or code to get a key to unlock a basically a loot box in the game to get like all this like rare material or not material, guns, mods, whatever.
mhm.
I like that way, like there's no possible way to buy like your own shift codes or any of that.
Right.
So I don't know. I kind of like how they did it.
I mean, I'm
But
just gonna display the Ubisoft thing up on the screen.
oh yeah, you might as
Apparently they're
well.
like doing like a new Avatar game. As part of like
Avatar?
they released a Avatar game a while ago on like the Wii and the 360, I think.
I've
Um,
never heard of it.
yeah, it's like a while ago they released an Avatar game. I wonder if this is gonna be related to the sequel. I don't know, but I'm just gonna have that on the background. Like this isn't gonna be like a reaction or anything, guys.
Yeah,
You know.
we're still a podcast, so we're still gonna, like, talk to you guys,
Yeah.
obviously.
But let's like rewind because you mentioned Borderlands and what was it called?
Tiny
Wonderlands. Tiny
Tiny
Tina's.
Tina's
Yeah, Tiny
Wonderland or
Tina's
something.
Wonderlands was announced on Jeff
Yeah.
Keighley's Summerfest. The
Yep.
Dorito Pope himself.
Yep.
Um, I think this is what Tiny Tina's Wonderlands tells me. It's Gearbox looking at the audience and saying, "Look, we know we peaked at Borderlands 2.
Yeah. We know
Like
we messed up with Borderlands
we
3.
fucked up, okay? So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Tiny
We're
Tina, it's her
gonna
Borderlands 2 incarnation.
yeah, like, that
The graphical style is gonna
really
mimic Borderlands 2. We know we fucked up. Please, please, please forgive us.
just forget about Borderlands 3. Let's
Forget
bring
about
back the
Borderlands
fan
3.
favorite character.
This is the real
Well,
Borderlands 3.
because like, it was just such a slap in the face of all of Borderlands 3 story. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just like Tiny Tina is grown up. They bring in really annoying characters. They kill off all the decent characters from the previous game.
Hmm.
And Tiny Tina doesn't even have really a role in Borderlands 3. She's there for one story mission and that's it. And then she has a few parts.
Voiced by Ashley Birch,
Yes.
I believe. Yeah.
Um and so it's just really like the most popular DLC in Borderlands 2 was her like D&D campaign or whatever.
Hmm.
Where you're literally like she was just controlling like this D&D world. It was a lot of fun to see it and everything. Really cool weapons and kind of cool to see like where the game could take it.
Right.
So for this game to be announced and kind of have like those kind of like
Fantasy
parts of
vibes.
it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so cool. I'm so excited.
I've never been
I
much of
think
a
I'm gonna get it.
Borderlands guy. I played it with my college roommate, Borderlands 2 on 360, via local area network. Had a
Mhm.
lot of fun, but it was mostly because we were drunk and high, and there was funny colors to look at in Borderlands 2. So it was like
Yeah.
that was my experience with Borderlands. Not really much of a like an adventure FPS sort of guy.
Well, move aside, cause here I
I
am.
know.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I played Borderlands 3. I played Borderlands 2 quite a bit as well. And yeah, I don't know. I got pretty frustrated with Borderlands 3. The gameplay's good.
hmm
The the style's good, I guess, but like, the story, it just hurts.
Mm,
Like
I
the
think
DLC is so much better for some
right,
reason.
right. And then
Um,
yeah.
because like I actually thought at first that like because I only saw like the picture of like Tiny Tina's Wonderland or whatever.
hmm
So I thought it was just like, oh, it's a DLC, but why is she small in this version, you know?
Is it crossing over with Battlefield Wonderworld?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
No.
No, I think Ubisoft agrees with you though,
Yeah.
which is why they're you know they're going with the Borderlands 2 aesthetic. Also, it's like IGN's show right now. What the hell? Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
is it?
Well, it's like I think the Ubisoft thing is over now. Is it?
Oh, yeah. It looks like they're just doing like a post show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can go away. Um,
Get out of here.
but I mean, still on topic here. So there was Tiny Tina's. I almost said Tiny Tim's. That's the kid from A Christmas Carol. Tiny Tim with his
Tiny
crutches
Tina!
and like his cold.
Woe is me.
Oh no! Oh, play through my video game, please, Mr. Scrooge. No. Other than that, I think the other thing that like really captivated people, obviously, is Elden Ring. Um,
Mhm.
Elden Ring, which a lot of people thought was a myth. It was announced like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I want to say it was a long time coming for a new trailer for it.
Yeah.
But it seemed to me like they were definitely taking their time with this baby. Um, and boy, oh boy, am I excited for it. I'm really excited for
I
Elden Ring.
I have never heard of Elden Ring before,
Really?
so, like,
Okay,
just
so
from the amount of people saying this yesterday in my chat, like, people being so hyped, and I was like,
it was announced like 2 or 3 years ago at E3. Um, and it was revealed as a From Software game working with George R. Martin, the author and creator of Game of
Oh,
Thrones. So
yeah,
that's why I got a lot of intrigue. I got a lot of intrigue for like those two reasons. From Software, which Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro,
Bloodborne, yeah.
all
Lots of
those.
good, Dark Soul type games, yeah.
Yeah. And George R. Martin, known for his work with Game of Thrones, joining
Okay.
forces and creating a brand new dark fantasy world for you to explore. It's gonna be an open world Souls game.
Mhm.
Um, and so people were like, "Oh hell yeah, I can't wait to see more." And then we waited for 3 years to see more. 2 years, I don't know. It was a while. We waited a
Yeah.
while for this, but
Mhm.
not only did it get like a full gameplay trailer, but it also got a release date, January
Oh,
21st, 2022. Not that far.
that's pretty soon,
Not
actually, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty soon. Beginning of
Surprising. Okay.
2022. Certainly very excited. I haven't gotten my hands wet with blood in a Dark Souls game in a while. I was thinking about replaying Bloodborne recently.
Yeah,
Um,
you were talking about that.
I need to start another playthrough of Bloodborne. And we have the trailer on in the background. I just noticed there's the giant redhead lady right there that like just
Oh,
totally
yeah.
stabs the shit out of the player. It's like I posted something on Twitter. It was like it was the jealous girlfriend meme. Where it's like the
Yeah.
dude walking with his girlfriend and he looks back and he's like, ooh, and then there's the other girl. The other
Mhm.
girl was the giant redhead lady from the Elden Ring trailer. And the boyfriend was like scaled down, and the girlfriend was Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
Yep.
And I was really proud of that one. Because that's
Yeah,
how I felt. I was like, okay, yeah, all right. You've got my interest. Not just specifically because of that, but I mean, it certainly helped.
yeah.
Certainly helped. Um, Elden Ring looking nice though.
Weren't you telling me that someone else posted, like, the exact same meme, like, right below you or
Yeah, someone
something
posted it like an
at
hour
the same
before me, and I was
time?
like, "Shit!" But I
Yeah.
like mine better because I scaled down the boyfriend so he was short.
Mhm. No, I saw that on Twitter, I thought it was pretty good.
Thanks. I need my internet points.
Yeah, no.
I can't live without them. I need to redeem them at the internet shop.
I need my clout.
Yeah, give me my clout. But yeah, Elden
Um,
Ring certainly something to look forward to. I can't wait to not look at any more Elden Ring trailers because here's the thing: I know I'm gonna buy it. I
yeah.
know I'm gonna buy Elden Ring. Like it's day one purchase for sure. I don't need to be hyped up about it anymore. So I'm just gonna live in this world until January comes along, and then I'm gonna live in another world, and
Mhm.
I'll be that. That'll be that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Looks great.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
really much else I can say about Elden Ring. I mean, I know you've played Bloodborne,
Yeah.
right? Is that
I,
like about the only other From Software game you play? I haven't heard you talk about like playing any like Dark Souls or Sekiro or anything like that.
I've been kinda touching the Dark Souls Remastered recently on the Switch, um,
Oh,
of
okay.
all platforms.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of value to having a game on the Switch.
Yeah,
First and foremost, being the portable aspect of it.
yeah. Well, like, honestly, I use my Switch as just, like, an at-home console, like, I don't go
Hmm.
anywhere. I think the last time I used it anywhere else was, like, literally when I was traveling over the summer.
Hmm.
Well, I say traveling, but, like, when I was not home. Um I used it in, like, the hotel room or whatever. And, yeah, no, it's been in my dock, like, 24/7.
Right.
I never even take it to bed or anything.
I'll
Um
I'll 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 take it out of the dock occasionally if I need to, like check if like a set or something, or I like want to make a big I get an idea for like a set, so I'm just like, oh, can I make that? And I just hang out the dock
Oh,
and just
that's
like
fair.
try to like science it out there. But um, that's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know. But yeah, so I have Dark Souls Remastered. I have not gone far on it.
what?
I'm at, like
What'd you say?
I'm what?
What was that?
I've I have Dark Souls Remastered,
And what was the
and
other thing?
I have not gone far.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I thought you were like
Which
saying like another game, like another From Software game.
no,
Like,
no,
yeah, I
no,
have
no, no,
Dark
no.
Souls Remastered, and then I have like, and I heard you say knock on fart.
What?
I heard like
Damn.
knock on fart, and I was like, wait, what? Is this like
You
a?
looked very concerned, and now I understand why. No, I have not gotten far in Dark Souls Remastered.
Have you played knock on fart 2?
I have not.
I hear it's
I
better.
have
I hear
not
the sequel
indeed.
is better. Just saying.
Really? Tell
Yeah,
me about it.
it's called knock on shite.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's that.
Hmm.
Elden Ring, pretty exciting.
Elden
I'll try
Rings.
to watch one of the trailers.
Yeah, I might not play it on release. In fact, I might not even stream it. But we'll see. I mean, that's months away. So time for
hmm,
me to think about that. But anyway,
yeah.
let's fast forward to the future. What else we got coming up in the E trees? Uh
Obviously, Monster Hunter Stories too.
oh yeah, there's also a new Stories 2 trailer for
Yep,
yeah. Let me
yep,
pull that
yep.
up real quick. It was another Stories trailer, which I feel like there's been like 1,200 different story trailers for
There's a
Monster
lot
Hunter
of them.
Stories 2. It's like
Yeah.
we get it. You have a Rathalos. It can't fly, and and that's about it. And there's a guy with cool Nergigante armor.
Yeah.
It's like I got it. I
I
got it, Capcom.
I
Okay.
know, like, I'm sorry, but I do not remember the most. Like, I watched it when I woke up yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it, and I can't remember any of it.
Anything that happens in this trailer for Monster Hunter Stories 2, they all kind of blend together, don't they?
They kinda do, and I feel really bad, but it's just, like, I'm excited to play the game, but, like, I'm losing interest on, like, the hype for it
Yeah,
and,
maybe
like,
that might
the
be a
build-up
good
to it.
thing. That might be a
I
good thing.
guess?
Like tempered your expectations a bit, so that it's like if it's better than what you expect, then it's like you enjoy it even more.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, you're like you guys are listening to two people who haven't played the first Stories game at all.
Yeah.
um, who really like Monster Hunter, but never tried stories at all. So it's like
Nope.
we don't have like we don't have much of like an expert. We have an opinion of a Monster Hunter fan looking in at stories too, not a Monster Hunter stories fan.
Yeah,
So it's like, all right, I just show me the goods, Capcom. I want to see it. You
I
know,
know.
see what you made of.
Um, yeah, so, I do wanna ask, are you planning on pre-ordering it?
I'm not gonna pre-order it, but I might play it.
Are you gonna buy it on release day then,
Maybe
or
I might get a late
possibly
start on it compared to everyone else.
I might
Um,
as well, to be honest.
yeah, I'm not I'm not like foaming at the mouth excited for Monster Hunter
Mhm.
Stories 2, but it's Monster Hunter and it's different. It's different, so I'm looking forward to it. Um, Not much else to
Yeah.
say about the trailer though, because like I feel like all these trailers just tread the same ground of like, oh, it's that Rathalos. He
Yeah.
is going to eat everyone's heads off.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kill your Rathalos. No, wait, but what if it's the hero?
Yeah,
And then a bunch of
and then
screaming and yelling and running towards the camera. And hey, it's like, hey, there's that guy. He's in the game as well. It's like
yeah, it just I don't know, like,
a flightless
again,
Rathalos.
when I get the game, I'll be excited,
Yeah.
but I don't need, like, someone telling me over and over again, "Be excited for this new game."
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like I feel like Stories 2 has about three too many trailers.
A little bit. It definitely had more than Rise, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's weird, right? But I don't know. I think what I'm most intrigued by is like I was wondering if Stories 2 was gonna tie into Rise's story in any way.
I don't know, I'm gonna say no, but
Hmm.
who even knows, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I mean, I don't think the first story is tied into any Monster Hunter game at all. But
Well,
well,
where did it take place, do you know?
Stories 1. I think it takes place in like a totally separate area,
Yeah, then
like
it's probably gonna be, like
brand new original area.
then
So
yeah, it's probably not gonna tie in at all. Like, it might obviously, it's a sequel or whatever,
yeah, it's definitely
so
a sequel. There's like some characters that are carried over. Um,
yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Um,
all right. Other things from the Summer Game Fest that were revealed. I mean, not really much else. Something that surprised me was like Metal Slug Tactics, which is a
I was
tactics
gonna
version of
comment on that.
Metal Slug, the SNK side-scrolling shooter from
Yeah,
the
it's kind of like
90s.
a mixture of both, you know?
Hmm.
Like, it has, like, when you're doing an action or whatever, it has, like, its own animation,
Yeah,
but, like, it has, like, the overworld view or whatever, in
yeah,
a way.
very Advanced Wars vibes.
Yeah.
You know, very
Kind of
Advanced
like
Wars vibes.
I kinda just wanna bring this up because, like, I noticed this the other day. I was watching this on Twitter live.
Oh yeah,
'Cause, fun fact, you can watch live streams on Twitter now.
it's the thing that Twitter
I
does.
I was just super lazy, and I was just, like, scrolling through Twitter, I was like, "Oh, this is up right now."
Hmm.
And that game was, like, being announced, like, just when I came in and everything, and, I was just too lazy to go to Twitch because I hate mobile version, it sucks, you know, whatever. And the comments, disgusting.
Anything that isn't like a big AAA inject me with money game, like people get
Literally,
really like
like,
just fuming.
the comment section was just filled with, like, COD, Among Us, Fortnite, whatever, Roblox, you know,
Hmm.
like, people just demanding for, like, whatever, and then, like, as soon as I went to Twitch, like, people were actually, like, commenting on the game.
Mm.
And it's just like, "Guys,"
Well,
like
moving forward
yep,
from yesterday, let's go into the future, into tomorrow. After the Microsoft and Bethesda thing, which we kind of touched on already,
mhm.
Square Enix.
Oh, that's more
Um,
of your area.
so I I think what they primarily want to focus on. Let me see. what does Square Enix have on the table right now? Because they just released Final Fantasy VII Integrate,
Yeah.
the Yuffie expansion for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, man, I'd love to buy that if I could get my hands on a
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation 5.
I heard that it's PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Yeah, it's oh my gosh. Like,
We all knew this was
exclusive
coming.
exclusive club of people, of consumers who can buy a PlayStation 5. Fuck you, Karada. I see you right
Yep.
there. He's sitting there like and I'm like,
Yeah, the PlayStation that he never uses.
yeah, it's okay. I'll get a PlayStation 5 eventually. Let's see. Square. I'm Eurogame article right now. Eurogamer article. I'm looking at Square Enix's showcases headline with a world premiere for the next game from Eidos Montreal. Those are the guys that are responsible for the Tomb Raider games, I believe. No, that's Crystal Dynamic. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Eidos Montreal. What do they develop? Eidos Montreal. What have they made? Deus Ex and Marvel's The Avengers and Tomb Raider. Okay, so I was right. Okay, never mind. Retract that statement. I was
Wait,
right.
Marvel's Avengers, really?
Yeah.
Didn't that, like, come out last year and everybody hated it?
Yeah. It's like they hated it before the game came out. They hated it during the game's release, and they still hate it.
They still hate it,
They
yeah.
still hate it. Yeah, with
Although, to be
rightly
fair,
so
before
because the game's development was mangled in all sorts of controversy. Just very little soul. A lot of corporate fueled monetary decisions
Mhm.
behind that game's transactions and anything. I don't think I've spoken with a single human that has enjoyed that game and all the behind the scenes stuff with it. I'm being
Dang.
hard on it, and rightfully so, because it's an Avengers game, and instead of like making it like a cool, like, they should have made it like Spider-Man. Despite my problems with the Spider-Man game, it was a good game first and foremost.
Yeah.
Should have made it like that. It's like an open world Avengers game. Hey, I'll play an open world Avengers game and not finish it, but I'd rather that than
I
not buy it.
was gonna say, like, no, you're not.
You know what? Like,
You
yeah.
lie.
Other than
We
that though,
just heard you rant about how
yeah.
you hate open world.
There was a rumor that Eidos Montreal was working on a Guardians of the Galaxy project though, which is
Ooh.
who knows? That's a rumor.
That could
So
be interesting to see, though.
it could be. I feel like that whole franchise, Guardians of the Galaxy, that really lends itself well to like a gamified world.
Oh, yeah.
Between like ship travel and shooty shoots and cute anthropomorphic animals and guys with quips and people
Yeah,
with swords. It's very,
kinda builds a good universe,
yeah,
It, like, fleshes out what's already there.
yeah.
So,
Don't you
like,
mean
the different races and stuff and everything.
yeah? It's like very Star Warsy, but like with a fun spin on it.
Yeah.
But that's a rumor. Beyond that, the 40-minute showcase will feature updates on Babylon's Fall, which is a game that we haven't heard about in years. It was revealed during some presser. I forget if it was E3 or if it was some other unrelated thing. Square Enix announced this game, developed by Platinum Games, the people behind Metal Gear Rising, Bayonetta,
Mm.
Wonderful 101, all sorts of action games. Astral Chain on the Switch.
Still
Um,
need to try that.
it's really good. There's gonna be more updates on Babylon's Fall. Maybe we'll get finally get a release date for what the hell this game is, like when
I
it's landing and like what the hell this game's all about. I'm
Yeah.
interested just because Platinum Games is behind it.
Yeah,
Um,
Platinum Games is amazing. I love their stuff.
yeah. In
Can I
fact,
please, like,
yeah,
big for Bayonetta 3?
yeah. It's a studio comprised mostly by ex Capcom employees who worked
Mhm.
on Clover Studios. They're responsible for Devil May Cry, Okami, Beautiful Joe. A whole lot of good shit that came from Capcom came from the people currently at Platinum Games.
Okay.
So that's why they were like really big on this, like the high quality action and stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm really looking forward to Babylon's Fall. It does seem reminiscent of Astral Chain. It seems like they're using ideas from that game. With Babylon's Fall, but we'll see tomorrow. Also, what else do they have? Black Panther expansion for Marvel's Avengers. I already discussed our feelings about Marvel's Avengers. So it's like, I mean, Black Panther's cool.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
I don't think
cool.
they can really salvage anything for that game now, though.
No.
Doesn't matter who they announce.
Black Panther should have his own video game.
He really should, though.
Imagine like being Black Panther running around like an open world Wakanda.
Oh, that actually sounds amazing.
That would be
Don't do
cool.
this to me.
You're
I
never
want
gonna
it
get
now.
it because he's a
I
Marvel's
know.
Avenger. And then Life is Strange True Colors, which is the next chapter in the Life is Strange
Oh,
franchise. I've never
yeah.
played Life is Strange.
Me
I think
neither,
you've
but
played
I've
it,
heard
right?
really
Oh no, you
no,
haven't? Okay.
I've heard good things about it, though.
It's like a more of a story focused like Telltale style game, right?
Mhm.
Like it yeah, not really something that appeals to me, but I've watched a lot of people play it. They really enjoy it, so that's good. That's good news for people who are a fan of that.
Yeah.
Not much I can say about it, and not much you can say about it. But there's that. PC gaming show follows that.
Okay.
Never really much that I'm personally interested in the PC gaming show stuff. Like they don't talk about PC hardware that much. It's mostly like exclusives. I think they announced like Baldur's Gate 3 at one of the PC gaming shows, which was
Oh,
actually no, maybe it was at Blizzard's. I don't know. I'm
I
getting
have
like all
no
my memories mixed up right now. But yeah, there's that. After that, Future Games Show E3 2021. I don't know what that's all about. Future Games Show. Returning for a second E3 and following a number of smaller streams over the past year, the Future Game Show follows on from the PC gaming show with a much broader and often indie focused. Oh, okay, more indie focused. Covering consoles, the PCs, and mobile games. Okay.
well, that's good. I'll try to tune into that then.
Oh, it's being hosted by Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Big voice actors.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's more indie focused. Monday and Tuesday are the most exciting. I think for us personally, Monday is Capcom,
Mhm.
which Capcom what they have on the slate. They call out 4 specific games. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles,
Yep.
which is coming out July 27th. It's part of the other great Ace Attorney games, which are based on like Phoenix Wright's like ancestor. Because apparently, like when you're an attorney in a family, it's just a generational thing. You just have to be an attorney forever.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter
Turns out.
Stories 2, which
Mm.
it's like that. That's why I was so shocked to see Monster Hunter Stories 2 at the Summer Game Fest, was because they're gonna talk about it again at Capcom's E3 thing. So it's like, well, what else are you
What?
gonna have to talk
Yeah.
about? You know, Monster Hunter
Yeah.
Rise is gonna be there, which is also surprising to me because they just had a 3.0 update and a digital event covering their roadmap. So it's like, well, what else can you talk about there?
I know. Like,
Um,
I guess talk about the collab and
yeah, that's
maybe
what
reveal the next one. I don't
a lot
know.
of people have been thinking. A lot of people have been theorizing July's collab is gonna be Ace Attorney, which
It.
makes sense.
Yeah, that would make a lot of
Great Ace
sense.
Attorney Chronicles comes out July 27th, which is usually these updates from Rise comes out at the end of the month. So it
True.
would line up perfectly with the Ace Attorney release, and I don't think there's ever been an Ace Attorney crossover with Monster Hunter. Maybe in Generations Ultimate.
Yeah, there was in Generations Ultimate.
Okay, was there like a Phoenix Wright outfit for your cat?
I think it was the criminal suit, wasn't it? Where like you're literally
That was
just
something else. I think that was
was it?
something else. Yeah, I don't think that was Ace Attorney.
This is gonna make me look so bad.
Right? Was it? Can someone correct me if I'm wrong? I don't. I thought that was like an anime. I thought that was like an
It's
anime.
also a cat suit. Case
Was there
closed.
a wait?
Crowded.
I thought wait, was like the Cheshire Cat?
I don't
That's
know.
not Ace Attorney, is it? I don't know. I could have sworn there was like an outfit for your Palico where it gave you like Phoenix Wright's like hair and tuxedo for your cat. I could have sworn that was a thing. I don't know, but I mean, regardless, would make a lot of sense for an Ace Attorney crossover in Monster Hunter Rise, not Stories 2.
Rise.
Oh, well, maybe
Yeah.
Stories 2. Who knows?
You can
Um,
see it.
but like, I think don't like. I'm just saying this right now. Don't get your expectations up for like a new title update announcement or a Monster Hunter Rise Ultimate announcement or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get my hopes up for that.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we gotta just, like, calm down with, like, just waiting and
yeah,
everything. Like,
like
I think for the future, like, it's just gonna, you know.
maybe come December or January, yeah, you can start buzzing about that a bit. I think it's still way too early, and also,
Well, yeah, because even yesterday we were talking about, like, what was the time period between Base World
an
and
Iceborne's
Iceborne,
announcement.
and it was, like, over a year.
It was like,
So
yeah, it was approaching. Like, I don't think the PC version of World was even out yet.
was it not?
I don't. I'm
Well, because I
trying to
know, like,
remember.
the PC version of Iceborne took, like, half a year or, like, it didn't get released until, like, January while, the console version was September.
Okay.
So, it definitely took a while, but,
Mm.
yeah, because I mean, obviously, the PC version of Rise still needs to come out as well, you
Mhm.
know? So,
Um.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we just wait a while.
Also on Capcom's docket is Resident Evil Village, which I'm assuming that's gonna be like DLC for
Mm,
Village. Have you played that at all?
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
Mm. Have you watched it
I
though?
Nope. How about you?
I've been watching a lot of Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil's like I've said this before. It's a series that I'm a fan of that I've never played any of the games. Closest I've gotten is playing Resident Evil 4 with my cousin, and it was
Okay.
mostly him playing the game, and I was just watching.
Well,
Um.
yeah, because I don't know. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm very squeamish. I
Mhm.
don't like seeing people get tortured. And so Hunt Artist was like he was saying like, "Oh, you should come to like one of my Resident Evil streams one time." Like I don't remember which one it was. But he was like, "It's a very like campy game or whatever."
It really is. It's
Um,
super over the top.
yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, don't worry. Like there's actually not a lot of scary bits or whatever. Like if you're more into jump scares, like there might be a little bit, but like nothing too bad." And
Mm.
like both of the times I've come in, he's like, "You have come at the worst time." Like there was one part where it was like his fingernails are getting ripped off or something, his teeth are being like gouged out or something. I don't know. It was
To
something
Resident
gross. I
Evil
was like,
7.
maybe. It was
There's
a
a scene in
Resident
Resident Evil
Evil.
7 where a dude takes off his fingernail. So
I think it's that. It was very like, okay, I can't watch this. And then
yeah,
like I don't know. Apparently, I just came at, like, the worst times. Like, I came in and,
the two most recent Resident Evil
"Forrest,
games
look
are
away."
the two most recent Resident Evil games are the ones like that utilize body horror the most.
Ugh, I
Resident
just I
Evil 8 in particular has a sequence that I have never seen more people just become visibly shook from this one sequence in Resident Evil 8 than like in any other horror game. It's
see,
crazy.
yeah. I don't
Anyone who's played Resident Evil 8 knows what I'm talking about. There's that one sequence. Dollhouse, that's
mm,
all I'm saying. Um
mm.
it was deeply disturbing to a lot of people. I was seeing a lot of like early impressions of Resident Evil 8 where people were like legitimately like I had to take off my headphones and I couldn't look at the screen. like
Oh, God.
and I was like, "Oh, they're just overblowing it." And then I watched it and I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I get it." Um
God, I
It's a
just I
great game though. It's a great game, and they're probably gonna talk about DLC because they left the story like open. They left it
okay.
open at the end, so we'll see.
Mhm. But, other than Capcom, what's happening on Tuesday?
Tuesday is Nintendo. The Nintendo Direct
A
will probably be in the morning. I don't know if has Nintendo said anything. Let's see. Uh,
They probably announced it times, yeah.
okay, so if there was ever a time to announce the new Switch console, it would be on Tuesday. I we talked about the rumor on our last podcast,
Like of, like, a
and
Switch Pro or something?
yeah, and the rumors have still persisted, and in fact, they have become more and more believable. Still, no confirmation, but people are still buzzing about this thing as if it's actually gonna happen. We'll see. come Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's actually going to be a thing. It is going to be a 40-minute showcase though, which is
Oh,
actually pretty lengthy.
that's
That's
pretty
like
long.
the traditional length of a longer Nintendo Direct, I'd say.
Yeah.
Um, People have also been buzzing about Breath of the Wild 2 making an appearance
I
there.
was gonna say, yeah, because the last time they released any information on it was that really creepy, um,
Trailer.
trailer,
Yeah.
like, to kinda jog people's memories of it. It's like, it was like it sounded like I don't know, it had really
It
creepy
sounded like
music.
some
It was
reversed
like
audio. That's
exactly,
what it
it
sounded
sounded
like.
like it was reversed. Zelda was walking through, like, this dark area with a torch. They came upon, um, Ganon who, like,
Well,
looked like
what we think is
well, it looks
Ganon.
like Ganon.
Yeah.
It's like a skeletal version or whatever, and it's a very creepy vibe and everything, and that's literally it. Like, they
Hmm.
really did not reveal a lot.
I'll be honest, I thought it was Metroid Prime 4 at first when I saw like the little like ruins floating around. I was like, Metroid! And then no.
And
No.
then they revealed Zelda, I was like,
It's
"Oh."
just Zaldo. It's just Legend of Zaldo.
Yeah.
Just riding on an
It
elephant or something.
yeah.
Um No, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Me
will I
too.
give it a chance? Yeah. Will I finish it? Yeah, I don't know, but I'll play
Probably
it.
not.
I'll play. I like
Um,
Zelda. I like Zelda. I really do like Zelda. Um,
okay.
I loved Twilight Princess. I didn't feel too strongly about Skyward Sword, but really love Majora's Mask. Um, really love A Link to the Past. Ocarina of
Mm,
Time. I didn't play Wind Waker ever because I didn't own
really?
a GameCube when it first came out. I owned a PlayStation 2, and my cousin owned a GameCube, but I never played Wind Waker. But love I love Zelda. I love the art. I love the characters of really bubbly personalities. It's a really fun world to play around in. Um and it has quite the legacy, and
Yeah.
Link's my main in Smash Bros for a reason, I guess.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Um I'm
Yeah.
a I'm a young Link and Link main in Smash Ultimate.
I see, I
Speaking of
see.
Smash
That's
though,
me.
do you think we'll get like a new Smash announcement? Because they still
I
have like
think
what, two more announcements for the Smash?
they
Like,
gotta yeah. Well,
yeah,
when was the last, announcement for it? It was, like
Pyrrha and Mithra from Xenoblade.
and that was already a few like, 2 months ago, I wanna
I think that
say?
was like February or March.
Yeah.
I think it
So
was February.
it's been a minute. So I'm sure they're gonna try to announce something, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, this game." At least to me. I haven't been really that into Smash for a while now.
Hmm.
I used to be really into it when I was
It's
younger.
it's funny
And
because it's like not into Smash, but I'm into the announcements.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I'll watch the announcements and be very hyped, and
Yeah,
then that hype will die.
yeah, and it's like, oh yeah,
Like, so
local
quick.
local gamer very excited for a character in Smash, plays them for half an hour in training mode and never plays it ever again.
Yeah,
Like, there you go. That's the
literally.
gist of me playing Smash Bros.
Yeah, I
Until they
got
fix the netcode for
Pyra
Smash Bros. It's like,
I got Pyra and Mithra, and I still have not used them online
yeah.
at all. Like, well, that's the thing, I don't like the online that much. I
Oh,
don't know
it's
why.
awful. It's awful. It's awful. Smash Online has never been good. It's so bad.
Well, it's just like
Um,
I really liked the online in the previous game, like the
oh, the way it
whatever
was
it was.
structured.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why it felt so right in that on that console, like on a,
Wii U.
Wii U. But when I tried it on, like, Smash Ultimate, I just got bored. Like, I don't know, not necessarily, but it's just like, I
The
don't like
ranking system in Smash Ultimate
online.
is weird, but like moreover than that, I'm more concerned about the netcode because it just doesn't feel good to play online.
Yeah, I
It's
think that's
very
just
delay based netcode. It's
I
Japan's
I
very stubborn when it comes to like putting rollback into their games. But go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. I think it just, like, really turned me off, like, seeing, like, different rankings and everything. It's just like, I don't care about this.
Right. Yeah, it
I've
has like
never
that global
cared
like
about it.
Smash Power, I think it's called, right?
Yeah, it
It's like
is.
they
But
have they have to have their own name for every single thing
I
in
know.
Smash Bros. It's their own little thing. They live in their own little bubble, but like, it works. And Smash is super mega popular. It's just like we can't have a normal ranking system. So, hey, the number is how many more people you're better than. Not like so like if you're number 1 on like global Smash Power, that means like you're literal dog shit. I think that's what that
Oh,
means.
great. Mm.
Um, but do you have like any hopes for like a character to be revealed? Like I know this is like a tried and true topic when it comes to like, oh, new Nintendo Directs coming up. Get your wish lists out, guys.
Monster Hunter.
That's always a
Monster Hunter Hunter.
yeah, always tops the list. I mean,
That
they've already proven that Monster Hunter can work in a fighting game environment with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
yeah.
You know, it's a solved problem of putting a
Oh, yeah.
Monster Hunter in a fighting game. So
I saw a chat member say Palico in Smash. That would be
that
pretty
would work
cool.
too. Yeah, I would love to
Well,
see.
especially well, yeah, just like of all the upgrades that Palicos have had in the Rise as well, just like I don't know, like either having the Palico or the Palamute, it would just I think it would be a lot of fun.
Make it themed after Rise because that's like the most recent. Uh,
Exactly.
well, it's like after,
No, imagine if they bring like that annoying cat from or the Palico from Stories, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about. I forget the name of it.
Nate, what's his name? I don't know.
Stupid
It
annoying
really
cat.
shows how we've never played Stories. It's
That's
so
like
bad.
so. It's like primarily the Monster Hunter for you.
Yeah.
For me, like I look at my list and I'm like, oh, I just want a Nintendo versus Capcom game.
Ooh,
I
that'd be
think
good.
that's like because it's like I look at my list and it's like, oh, Monster Hunter, Mega Man X, Dante from Devil May Cry, the Phoenix Wright, Amaterasu Okami. Like,
Yeah,
Tab, you
that'd
just
be
want a Resident Evil character? I just want Nintendo versus Capcom.
yeah.
I don't know any other character outside of Capcom characters that I would like to see. Another Street Fighter character, I want to see Chunners. I want to see Chun-Li in Smash Bros.
Mhm.
Um, I I'd like to see any of those good boys and girls.
Anyone else for Smash then? Or I'm
I
just
don't
trying to
know.
think of like who else could be included that they already haven't.
At this point, it's like I don't know. I mean, after
I
Sephiroth,
have
I was
no
like,
idea.
how do you top Sephiroth?
Well, because
It's
it's just like I'm trying to think of like Nintendo exclusive games. Because like
oh,
when's the
like in
last
the realm of Nintendo characters.
well, yeah, like
Yeah.
when's the last time they've really come out with something like I don't know. It just
Oh, like a new IP,
yeah.
like Splatoon.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like Splatoon's
Arms,
kind of like
Arms was the
their
last one, but they already got a
ARMS,
character.
yeah. They got a character.
Yep.
Like it's ARMS and Splatoon really. Like that's and they have an inkling, obviously.
Yeah, no, I don't
I don't
know.
know.
It's
So,
anything. It's like again, like the buzz about the new Smash Bros. Character is always like, more exciting than the Smash Bros. Character themselves.
watch them put in like a Fall Guys.
I wouldn't be surprised.
'Cause
Oh,
Fall Guys
a
so
non-Capcom character I would like to see. I would like to see a Dark Souls character.
oh my
I would
god.
like to
That
see
would be
that.
such a
Yeah.
change.
Or
That'd
another
be
Metal Gear character. I would like to see Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. I know, like
cool.
I'm doing a lot of like just nonsense picks right now, but I don't care. It's just like what I want to see.
Mhm.
Someone just
Uh,
said Dark Souls would be too violent in Smash. Are you kidding me? Solid Snake is in Smash. Bayonetta's in Smash.
it
Like all those things go out the window.
Oh god. Okay. I was gonna say, like, you said someone, that's literally Karada typing in chat right now.
The chat's just words.
That's fair.
It's just words
Um,
to me.
but alright, so what else could be announced, for Nintendo on
A lot of people are still talking about Metroid Prime 4, which
Yep.
uh, I who
Who?
maybe at this point I just want to like remove Metroid Prime 4 from my brain. Same thing with Bayonetta 3. Both of those are like out in limbo somewhere, floating around. We don't know what's going on with those games.
No idea.
Um, I wouldn't put money on it just because Retro Studios is, I think, up until like a few months ago, we're still hiring designers for that game.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on with Metroid Prime 4's development because they restarted development like a year into it, I think.
Ye
Because they decided they wanted to work with Retro Studios again. Retro Studios did a table flip on all the work that was done on it and said we're gonna start from scratch again.
That's kind of understandable, though.
Yeah.
It's really hard to go into a project
Well,
that's,
and also Retro is the ones that developed the developers that made the first Metroid Prime games, so it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And also Bayonetta 3, on the other hand, got announced like 3 years ago at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And the only other piece of information we got from it was Hideki Kamiya literally telling people, please just forget about Bayonetta 3, forget the announcement ever happened. That way, when we do reveal information, you'll be more excited. And I'm like, that
Bruh.
doesn't instill me with much faith. So
Yeah,
I'm going to like kind of just remove it from my brain and just pretend it nothing. Bayonetta who?
yeah, I know. I want Bayonetta 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. We all do. We all do. I love Bayonetta. Have you played the other two Bayonetta games?
I've played the second one, not the first one, but I've
Okay.
seen a lot of gameplay of
Interesting.
the first one.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
like the game. It's like once you've played one, it's you played the other.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
I've
pretty
just heard
similar.
that, like, Bayonetta 2, like, really fixed a few of the stuff that people had gripes about in the first one.
Yeah, it fixed a lot of things. It added a lot of quality of life.
Yeah.
Still both brutally difficult games though.
Oh, yeah. Like, I
Mm,
I still need to go back and really play on the harder difficulties.
yeah.
I've run through, obviously, like, easy, normal, and I think I went through hard? I can't remember exactly how they describe their, difficulties again, but
Bayonetta.
yeah,
It's just like there's easy, automatic, and then normal, and then hard, and then very hard, and then
probably.
I think
And
that's
then probably
as high as it goes.
Nightmare, I don't know.
Easy automatic is like literally just like mash a button and it does auto combos for you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I I'm just really excited for, like, anything on Bayonetta 3.
I
Um,
always get my expectations way too high when it comes to Nintendo's property because like out of all the developers and publishers, I think Nintendo's had like the most impact on for me personally, Nintendo's had the most impact. And so I always have such high expectations that Nintendo's gonna like, you know, do a repeat of the E3 where they announced Melee or the everyone is here for Ultimate, seeing those moments again, but
yeah.
more often than not I get disappointed, so I just need to temper those expectations a bit.
I think I think the thing I'm most excited for in this E3 that I'm really, really hoping that they say anything about is Splatoon 3.
Oh yeah, that got revealed,
Please.
like yeah.
Yeah, they revealed it, when did they reveal it? It
It
was
was
during the Game
it was
Awards.
during the last direct, the one where like
Was
in
it? I thought
February
it
or
was
something.
during the Game Awards.
No, 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 it was not during the Game Awards. Game Awards was when they announced Sephiroth and Smash.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, no, but yeah, so I really want Splatoon 3 news. I really like what they've done so far with it, just kinda, like, showing, like, the new changes and everything and kind of the world, but I really wanna see, like, more of the world, maybe, like, the new idols or whatever.
Oh yeah, they always have like those super mega popular idol
Yeah, they always have,
girls.
like, the 2, people to kinda, like, bring you into the game or whatever. Kinda
Which
like,
one did you like better, the one from Splatoon 1 or 2?
that's such
What
a
were their
rough
well, I can't even
question.
remember their names. I think like Callie and
Uh,
Marie. It was like
yeah,
it's like fish
it was
puns or something.
well, yeah, it was calamari.
Yeah,
And then, like, the second one was Pearl and, what's her name? Marina? Mary? Something? I don't know.
named after like
I can't
yeah,
remember anymore. It's
something
been a
like that.
while. Yeah, um, and so, I don't know, I think I like Splatoon 2 idols a little bit more. Obviously, I think I say this mostly because 'cause I'm biased because I never played Splatoon 1,
Hmm.
um, but I don't know, I really like them in the Octo expansion. That's where they kinda became the main characters or whatever, while the single player in Splatoon 2 was kinda, like, more focused on the original, you know?
Right.
Um, you said that you'd like to pick up Splatoon 3 though, right?
Yeah, I've never played Splatoon ever. I've watched it. I've seen people play it before. It seems like a game that I would probably, if I ever do play it, I probably wouldn't get that invested in the single player stuff. Probably like whenever people play it, I'd just jump in with them and play it. I think Splatoon 3 seems like a good spot to jump in though. I
Yeah.
mean, it being the latest incarnation, and also uh I get to like experience it through like a fresh lens, never having played Splatoon before. It looks fun. I get the concept, like the basic concept. I at least like the main game mode is like just splooging all over the the arena in your color.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think you could still pick up Splatoon 2 and have fun with it. There's still a
Hmm.
lot of people playing it. Like, I've
Maybe if it
started.
was like $15.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly.
still $60. Splatoon
Yeah.
3 is gonna come out, and Splatoon 2 is still gonna be $60.
I
Like,
don't get it.
because people still buy it, they still make money off of it. It's like, all right, no reason to
Also,
change it.
Karada, yes. Um, but no, yeah, honestly, it's so easy to pick up, like, whenever. Even
Hmm.
if they don't have, like, the main Splatfests happening anymore, it's just, like, the community is still going very strong for it.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
it seems like a very strong community playing those
yeah.
Splatoon games.
Oh, yeah.
And I really
Especially
like the aesthetic of like the Squid Kids.
yeah. And, like, the music, honestly, I didn't expect to love it as much, especially since, like, there's no actual singing in it. Like, there
Hmm.
is, but, like, you can't understand them. It's
It's
really good.
it's an atmosphere I can only describe as squid punk.
Really, though, like, you
It's like
really
it's not cyberpunk. You just like you take out the cyber and cyberpunk and then add squid.
yeah.
Squid punk. That's the aesthetic of Splatoon is get your squid punk on.
Like, they take different like, they even have, like, this one song that's kinda like electro swing in a way.
Mm.
It's kinda, like, almost jazzy in a way, but they add, like, their own spin on it, and I love it. I love all the music. So I'm really excited to hear, like, what they do with, Splatoon 3.
I
Especially
think we will see something. Yeah.
well, especially since it's a continuation off of, like, the events in Splatoon 2 where, like, the final Splatfest was Chaos versus Order,
And
and
Chaos
Chaos
won.
yeah, Chaos won, so we're kinda gonna be in a chaotic world now or whatever.
Did they say that would have like ramifications on the next game?
Yep. Well, that's kind of the expectation actually, because in the first game, that happened with the second game where the final Splatfest in the first one was Kali versus, Mari,
Mm-hmm.
and so what ended up happening is Kali went missing because Mari won the Splatfest in the first game.
That's dark.
It is.
What happened to her?
Oh, she, like, got kidnapped by, like, Octolings or whatever, you know.
I must go. My home planet needs me.
Oh my god.
Marie died on the
Um,
way back to her home planet.
yeah, but, yeah, no, so it's kinda cool to see, like, what the player's actions mean for the next game and everything.
Mm,
So, I'm
gotcha.
excited to see what they say next about the game.
I remember just seeing the visual of like the Eiffel Tower flipped upside down. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? What is this world? Is this like, does this take place on Earth, like a post-apocalyptic Earth?
Yep.
It's like its own planet. Like I
It's
don't know.
actually said that, the previous, like it's taken place on Earth, but it's, like, generations ahead after, like, a nuclear war wiped out humanity or whatever, and, like, fish, like, evolved to become squid.
Someone fucked a squid.
Well, I'm not gonna say no, but
Nintendo's not gonna confirm it, but I'm gonna confirm it right now. Someone fucked a squid, and then like
and
everything
then that
happened.
happened.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
that's the
So
lore. That's the hidden lore, guys.
so anyway,
Look, you were either gonna hear it from me or some Joe Schmo in the online lobby is gonna post it when they're with their little sticker saying it's like squid fuckers only. and then it's gonna be like a picture, or I'm gonna make that in like PSO2,
Yeah.
squid fuckers only, and then just
No.
gonna spam it.
It's just like the general theme of this podcast, like PSO2 symbol art is just always in the background now.
It's looming like a shadow. You can't escape it.
It really
You
is.
can't escape that. And
Um,
Sega wants you to keep thinking about it. That's why they're not gonna do anything about it. You're just like,
but
yeah, yeah. It's like Fantasy Star titties.
so, any I wonder if they'll make another announcement for Skyward Sword then
Well,
on
isn't that
Tuesday.
already out?
Is it?
Is it?
I don't
I
think
don't.
it is.
I guess not, huh?
I thought it was coming out
God, I thought
later.
it came out. No, it totally didn't come out yet.
No, 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 yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's
So
much else that they could say about it other than paywalling a quality of life fast travel system behind an amiibo. That pisses me off so much.
yeah, I know it does.
It's okay. Um uh, it's it's awful. It's awful. Nintendo, why? You do so much good and then you turn it around and slap your consumers in the face like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Especially with amiibos that nobody can get their hands on.
Yeah. I'm not playing middle ground on this, by the way. Like this is a distinct anti-consumer move by Nintendo, and
Yeah.
it's scummy. It's scummy as hell.
Yeah.
And they also do artificial scarcity with their amiibo products a lot.
Mhm.
So it's like already hard enough to get. I mean, just try to find a Magna Malo amiibo on Amazon. $130. Good luck.
Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's awful. Um,
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know if there's any other features they want to promote for Skyward Sword HD. I think it's just more, maybe just like another trailer, but that's about it for that
Yeah.
probably.
I just wonder if they're gonna, like, add any, like, new areas or whatever, because like, it seems like they like
I
to
don't
do that
think
in their
so.
HD. Well, they like to do that in their HD remakes, like, they did that for, Twilight Princess, didn't they? Where they
They
had, like,
added
the
like a new like trials,
yeah,
but
like a
it
new
was using pre-existing map. It was using the pre-existing Great Fairy maps.
oh,
Um,
kinda like in the desert or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it was just like some trials thing. So it's like if they add something, it will be something like that where they just reconfigure something, the new context behind it.
Mhm.
Um, But from Nintendo, other than that, I don't know. Surprised it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4. I want to see those two specifically. And if I don't see them, I'm going to be very angry and curse you out on PSO2 via pixel art.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's my bargain.
Pix
I don't drive a hard bargain, but
uh,
oh boy,
do you
the
drive it?
PSO2 community will know about this.
Oh my god.
But also on Tuesday, besides Nintendo, because it's not just Nintendo on Tuesday, it's also Bandai Namco.
Oh,
Which
okay.
Bandai Namco. Let's see what they've.
I feel like they
Tales of Arise, Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus is the most immediate game that comes out soon, June 25th, I believe. It's the
oh.
game that kind of looks like Code Vein.
Ooh.
That aesthetic. I have not looked at much gameplay footage of Scarlet Nexus. It looks like it appears to be a third person character action game. More action based than Code Vein was. I think I don't know if it takes place in the same world, but it looks like a game that would appeal to me. But I don't know why I haven't been giving it any interest at all.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I actually haven't heard of it until now.
yeah, it's a lot of like there was a demo out for it as well, which I didn't check out at all. But Scarlet Nexus, it's like a yeah. Let me look up the Scarlet Nexus.
What was like the last thing that Bandai came out with? Uh
The last thing they came out with,
yeah.
uh,
I feel like it was something recent, wasn't it?
it was
Why am I
probably one of those anime arena fighters.
why am I blanking so hard on that?
Let me look it up real quick. Namkai Bando Namkai Kaiko
Mhm.
Bandai
Oh, I feel like I've actually seen this
Games.
trailer. Currently we're just viewing the yeah.
The Scarlet Nexus trailer. Yeah. Bu
It
bu bu
definitely
bu
has
bu
good
bu
behavior.
well, like, see, when did that one Arena Fighter come out? The, oh, no, that came out last year.
What's it called?
Oh, I know they're coming out with a, Demon Slayer Arena Fighter soon. That was
Oh,
announced, and there were screenshots of it, and it actually looks like it like the art style looks phenomenal, but it's
mm,
gonna play the same as all the other anime arena fighters. So I'm not really that interested. I was never really that interested in Demon Slayer, but it looks nice.
okay,
It certainly looks nice. I wonder if they're gonna do any more Elden Ring stuff because Elden Ring is published by Bandai Namco.
okay.
They did do the big gameplay trailer in
Well, yeah, I
Big
feel
Summer
like
Game
they
Fest, so they'll probably
it's
just show
hard
the
to say what
trailer
they're
again.
gonna yeah, they'll probably just show it again, maybe, like, add on some whatever, but I think they've got their hype and they know it.
Yeah. Tales of Arise also due for September 10th
Okay.
this year. So probably more information on that. Do you have much history of the Tales of series?
Nope.
I've
How
only
about
played Tales of Symphonia and a little bit of Tales of Exilia, but Tales of Arise has my attention because it seems to be much more leaning in on the action.
I
Um,
keep hearing about it, though. Yeah.
yeah, it looks great if you ask me.
Mhm.
I'm definitely I'm definitely interested in it. Well, I'm taking a sit back and observe attitude with it though, because it is like a big JRPG, and I'm prone to like just starting those and then just bouncing off.
Yeah.
So like what's really gonna captivate me is it's gonna have to be like the combat, and so far the combat's looking really cool. Kind of more character action based than the other previous games, because Tales of has always been very action oriented gameplay
Mhm.
with like different arts and combos and stuff. So uh, and it's always been like in a more like a 2.5D plane for the battles. So really interested in this one. Seems like they're leaning much more into the action, trying more like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta style
Gotcha.
combat shenanigans.
Okay. Kinda just, like, over the top or whatever.
hmm Other
Okay.
than that though, for Bandai Namco, I don't know if they have anything else on their docket.
Yeah,
Let me check the Eurogamer article real quick. Let's see. Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise, Elden Ring. Uh, that's it for that.
oh, okay, well,
Um, and then
cool.
Thursdays EA Play, which I don't want to talk about EA as much as
I don't
possible.
either. So
I
we'll
don't want.
just breeze by that.
I mean,
Yeah,
wait.
it's happening, we're aware of it,
Well, also
and
EA, like I think EA just suffered like a big data leak recently.
did they really?
Like a bunch of hackers, yeah.
Eesh.
Uh,
Why is it always
same with
happening with
same with CD Projekt Red, the
really?
Witcher and Cyberpunk guys. Yeah, that one was like months ago though, I think. But other than that, it's yeah, not much else. Also,
Yeah,
a new Mario and Rabbids game got announced at the Ubisoft thing earlier.
really.
Yeah, I never played the
What are they
first
doing
one.
with it?
It's not really something.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't know. That's always been a series I like I wish I would get into, but haven't.
what the Rabbids.
So, yeah.
I don't know what
So,
they are. Are like they're connected to Rayman, but also like I never see Rayman in any of their games, and I don't know what their games are all about. Like they kind of exist in a pop culture vacuum to me, similar to like the Minions.
hmm.
You know, it's like
Great.
they're kind of there, and I know they're popular, but I don't understand why, and they kind of just these
I just
small
kind of I don't
anthropomorphic
know.
characters that
I
make a
just
lot of
kind of view it
noise.
as like a merch grab in a way. Like, what can we put on a shirt, you know? And like, what can we sell in bulk of
Well,
like
now
little figurines or whatever, you know?
now
What can lead to like that's honestly how I view it. It's just like what can lead to like the next big Minions thing.
yeah, see,
And I think that's like their version of
they're
it.
really leaning into that, but yeah. Apparently that was the thing. So if you like the first game, then probably gonna like this new one. What was it called? Like
I'm sure.
Spark something. Sparks of Hope. That's what it is.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's a picture of Mario, and he's holding a gun. Cool.
Great, the kids will love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fun Mario gun, but it's still a
Oh
gun.
my god. It's
Still a gun. He's pointing it. He looks like he's about to firing at anyone who tries to use an amiibo card without buying an amiibo.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
That's it for the
alright.
E3 stuff, though. Let's
Yeah,
take
that's
a
E3.
let's take a quick break here. When we come
Okay.
back, let's talk about some hub etiquette, shall we?
Sounds good.
Cool.
See
All
what
right.
I'll do.
We'll be right back, folks. Give us like 5 minutes, okay? In the meantime, enjoy the music. Okay, back.
All right.
Hello.
That was very close.
I got your laugh though. You laughed a
Oh,
little
did
bit,
you?
and I was like, right as I'm effing, so I got to hear a little bit of like your.
Thanks for trying to remake my laugh.
Yeah, no problem. The remastered HD version.
Of
But
course.
something we wanted to talk about today on the stream was something that's more. I guess it's more relevant with like Monster Hunter streaming, which is something we're intimately familiar with.
Of course.
But that's like the subject of like hub etiquette and like.
Yeah, I I feel like a lot of people are scared to talk about this, but I feel like every streamer has experienced this at one point.
Mhm.
Just like a bad experience with like whatever, you know?
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I guess it really boils down to just like a general lack of awareness or common sense. But like, if you come to a hub, there's like a few things, you want to be courteous, you want to be like, well, first of all, you want to ask. Unless you're like
Yeah.
really intimately involved with the person that you're joining, you can just like
Yeah.
join whenever. Like
And
if
like I
Forrest just like joins my lobby, I don't really mind too much. Or
I
Karada.
feel like we should point out as well that we are not the voice of reason here. There are other streamers that have their own rules to their hubs, but
Yeah.
this is something that we kind of picked up on
Just like
that
in general, you know. I think if you come to someone's stream and then like immediately just without even getting to know them, just ask if they join. That's like my biggest pet peeve, I think, when it
yeah.
comes to streaming Monster Hunter like with like viewer hunts. It's like even though I do have like an ID command, I also like have an expectation of people to be like, it's there, but I'd like to get to know you a little bit first because I don't know you. You don't know me. And it's not like it's a little bit different than playing with randoms online
Yeah.
because it's in the stream environment where the person is actively talking with like not just you and not just with everyone else in the hub but like all the viewers as well.
Mhm.
It's a much more public open uh like situation than just playing with randoms on your couch with your
Yeah.
Switch.
I yeah. I think like what we're trying to say is like don't try to snipe the hub. And like I think kind of what we feel is like um we as streamers, we're happy to help people, but get to know us first so it's less of like us feeling like we're being used in a way to just help you get to like a certain level. We want to get to know you and for you guys to get to know us.
hmm
So,
And
yeah, I don't know.
this applies to a very fringe group of like people on Twitch. Like it's like
Mhm.
most like 99% of the people who come to our streams are fine.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just like I don't know. I felt like it was like it can be a little frustrating sometimes from the standpoint of like a streamer and Monster Hunter streaming in particular. Like tons of streamers put up with like these types of situations and everyone deals with it in different ways. Some people are like just like treat it like nothing at all. Like they're just like whatever you want. Anyone can post. Don't really care.
Yeah.
If that's how you run your stream. That's how you run your stream. I think going into like a new person stream though, like go in with the expectation that they like have like the sternest rules ever, and then just try to get to know them a bit so that you can get a better feel of like what their expectations of you are. I guess.
Yeah.
Um, But we were also talking earlier because the topic of like Valstrax armor came up, and then I was talking about um, there's like this whole like hubbub. I caught it tangentially on Twitter. I didn't get involved in the discussion because I don't want to. But like it
Mhm.
was like about like, hey, if someone's using Valstrax armor in your hub, you shouldn't be using healing horns or life powders and stuff. And then there's the other side that's like, why are you using Valstrax armor in the first place? You know, don't expect me to not heal you just because you like.
Well, I just think the biggest thing is if you go into a hub and
Mhm.
you're wearing Velstrax, people should not have to change their playstyle or change anything about their sets or anything
To cater for
to
you, yeah.
accommodate you.
Yeah.
To accommodate you. Like, you should not expect that of others.
Mhm.
If you're playing with friends and you kindly request them, that's a different story. But if you're actually requesting the streamer as well, it's kinda like, okay.
I've had that happen before, and it was in GU specifically. I think a person was using, like, an adrenaline set or something.
Yeah,
Or maybe
no,
they
you
were using
can
Dragonheart as well, I don't know, I forget, but
there are many sets in the game that you can run that are good as well. You do not have to run Dragonheart
yeah.
or Adrenaline or whatever. Like,
I
I'm
run
sorry.
I run Dragonheart regardless, just because I'm like it still has, like, some really good armor skills, and I still get hit often enough where, like, I feel like I can use Dragonheart, even in a multiplayer setting, with people
Yeah.
healing me. It's like, it doesn't bother me too much. Um, I don't know, it's a whole perception thing of how seriously you take it, I guess.
Yeah.
Of like, if that extra 1.5 minutes of time that you're shaving off in a group hunt because you're like staying on low health or like below 80%, if that matters that much to you, then I don't know. Like, internalize your frustration, I guess. But
Yeah.
people are just, they see you low on health and they want to heal you. It's and this could go into a whole nother conversation of like, well, the armor shouldn't even be designed like that in the first place. Like, okay, that's a whole nother thing, I guess. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
To also go back to, like, one of the chatters and, like, to talk about the spots as well, like,
hmm oh, like
uh
taking a spot in the hub.
yeah, so one of
Yeah.
the chatters said, "And if you do get a spot, please participate in the hunt."
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
This is a
I
big thing.
so the funny thing is, I had that happen to me, uh, semi recently.
Mm,
Where I didn't realize until after the fact, after my stream had ended, and I was watching back my footage. I was like, oh, this person is just like literally in base camp or like literally on their palamute, just like running around doing nothing for like the entire hunt,
right.
and only like coming in to hit the monster when they get like toppled or downed or something.
Yeah.
Um, but like I was like, streamers, like, we have so many things to pay attention to. And so like our default expectation is like everyone's gonna just play the game and not like get carried or just fuck off in camp and do nothing. Or just like run around on their dog and do nothing the whole hunt.
Yeah.
Um
Like,
it kind of like opened my eyes to like, wow, yeah, there's like so much to pay attention to, and I didn't even realize this person wasn't really contributing at all. Like the quests were taking a bit longer, but like I was just like chalking that up to like, I'm just like off my game today, but um
I it's just, like, I think people need to realize that streamers notice this stuff. We might, like, not say anything on the spot because we are, like, focusing on other things because, like, we're either focusing on the game or the chat or trying to be, a personality,
mhm.
but we notice these things after a bit. Maybe
Yeah.
not immediately, and we
Some
might
some
not
people
say
might
anything.
take some people might take a little longer to pick it up than other people like me.
Do you know?
I didn't pick it up
Well,
until like the very last hunt where I was like, why are they at the other end of the hunt? Or at the
yeah,
end of the map, like doing nothing but like running in circles. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I was
yeah.
calling them out, and then they were like talking in chat, like, "Oh, I got lost." And I was like, "There's the map right there. It shows you everything. You don't even have to
I
like,
got lost!
you don't have to look for the monster anymore." And then they were like, "Oh, are you creeping on me?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, no, no, they're trying to play the victim. Okay, yeah, no, we're done."
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I can't believe
Yeah,
it took me like
so
2 hours to figure this out.
yeah, no. So, obviously, like, we're it's just we notice when people aren't contributing. It's kinda obvious. Um, it's just, like, we it's hard in a situation when we're trying to be funny for the crowd or the chat, and it's just kinda like, how do we call this person out on, you know, being useless, but also still trying to keep the atmosphere fun and light? But it's just kinda like, we need to really remind people, when you're hunting with us online, like, please keep your etiquette, like, in check and everything. Like, you know, we're all just playing a game. We're all just trying to have fun
Yeah, at the end
with
of the
the
day, it's just
monster.
like we're just playing video games.
And it's like I really don't care if someone triple cards on a quest. I
Yeah,
really don't.
yeah.
I'll take note of it, and then I'll be like, "Do we wanna run that quest again, or do you wanna post something else?" You know? When it gets to a point where we've attempted the quest twice, they've still triple carded, then it's like, "Alright, let's do an alternative quest then. Let's do something easier. Let's do something different. Maybe you're just off your game with this monster today. I don't care." But if that person starts being like, "Whatever, you didn't heal me,"
Really
or
uppity
it's
about it. Yeah.
very just how they acted, it's just like, "Okay, this is starting to, now I'll start to take point of this." And it's just kinda like, "Okay."
Honestly, I've hunted with like a lot of people that I really like to have triple carded, and I'm just like I don't care that much. I'm like, and I tend to have fun whether or not we fail a quest. Like, it's funny because I get the most salty when I'm playing Monster Hunter when I'm playing by myself off stream, like just me in the hunt, because I know that's like I get frustrated by my own shortcomings as a hunter when I'm playing
Yeah.
by myself. But when I'm playing with a group, I'm just like playing to have fun, and I whenever I see people make mistakes, I'm just like, oh, don't worry about it, dude. It's like
Yeah.
it happens. It happens.
But
I
it's
appreciate
just
when
like
people say sorry, but you don't have to. but like,
exactly.
but like you were saying, like if someone's like just carding over and over and over again, then that's like when I kind of do that like a teacher thing in the field trip where I'm like, all right, Billy, come here. I
Yeah.
gotta talk to you about something, okay?
Well,
It's important.
there's a case of, like, bad luck, like, if you get slammed into a wall and you're stunned and you're getting comboed and, like, stuff like that happens, that's fine.
Yeah.
That happens. That's happened to everybody.
Hmm.
But if it's like we do the quest again and you still triple cart and it looks like you're getting like almost one shot or you are getting one shot, then it's like, all right, we're gonna make you some armor and we're gonna, kind of go back. We're gonna take a step back and everything. That's fine.
Yeah.
I really don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like it it's kind of like in a way I think my biggest rule in a hub is like as long as you're contributing, I don't care if you're carding over and over again.
Hmm.
As long as you're having fun and actually hitting the monster and being there and trying your best, that's all I ask for.
Yeah.
It's actually a thing now in Monster Hunter Rise that like if you're AFK in a hunt and like it might show this in a world as well, I don't know. But if you're AFK long enough in a hunt, it'll actually show the away sign by your name.
Oh, like the little like the stop sign with like the minus in it or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Obviously, I've had that happen because people have gone AFK in my hub. Not cool.
They just take us. They take a spot and they're like, "Go on without me. I need to do some things." I'm like, "Well, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Someone else could
No,
be taking that spot." Like, yeah.
because I think people need to realize that we have queues. We have people wanting to join.
Well,
You
that's like,
can't
yeah.
you can't just walk away from your Switch, okay? And,
That
like, I think that's my biggest pet peeve recently is there's a queue. If you are a part of the queue, please stay in the chat. I understand if it's a long wait, sometimes quests can go on a little bit, but, like, if I suddenly clear people out of the queue or clear people out of the hub and then I'm, like, calling for, like, someone to join and they're not there, they're AFK or whatever, please just let me know that you're going AFK so I know. Or that you're in a hunt or something, so I know, because it's kinda like, "Okay, I don't know where this person is. I have an empty hub now. Do I skip them? Do I wait? I don't know."
you're,
So
you're not specifically talking to me, but I feel like I'm getting scolded by a parent right now.
I'm sorry.
Like,
It's just
oh,
kind of
okay.
Well, I don't think you oh, no, wait, you've done that to me once,
I've
Tam.
done it before, but that's like,
You
I think I like passed out or something. No,
you
yeah, I literally, we were in a call, and then I went to the
Well,
other
no, I'm
room, and then I laid down on my sofa and I slept.
Yeah, no, you passed out. You were in the call, and I was like, I actually sent you a PM because I was kind of concerned. I was like, "Are you okay? Like,
Yeah.
are you not talking on purpose, or you
No, I was
literally
like,
not there?"
I think I was
Um,
unmuted as well because I went in to check
you
Discord. I was
were.
like, I was unmuted, so it's like you didn't hear anything, nothing.
Yeah. Um, but no, I'm talking about a previous time. I think you actually went, like I think you were in my queue and everything, but you had to, like, leave for something, and so, like, I had to send you a PM and everything. I was like, hello?" But, yeah,
Probably. I don't know.
that's honestly, like, my biggest pet peeve. Like, again, if you are in the queue, I know that, like, I don't have a queue bot or whatever, maybe one day, but,
I did it
um,
specifically to spite you.
thanks.
There you go. There you go. Just it's just we all know. Yes, I did it because I'm like, I'm about to queue up and then not come in.
No, but, yeah, if you know, do that, that'd be awesome. That's, like, my biggest pet peeve.
Gonna
Boom,
throw you
there.
into the sun. You know.
Yeah.
So, no, no worries.
Um,
I've always juggled the idea of a queue system or not. Currently, where my stream is operating on no queue system.
okay,
Um, but like back in GU when there would be a lot more people interested in playing, uh, that was like it was getting out of control with no queue system. So then I did implement a queue system, and there would be like situations like where people would be in the queue for like an hour and a half, and then I would be like, okay, next person in line, please, and then no one would like answer. So I'd be like, okay, well, um, it's always like a eternal thing. So of like whether or not like I want to even use a queue system, but then ultimately I think now I'm just decided on no queue, and I'm just like, okay, here's the ID. You can join if you want, but I have every right to kick you if I want to. The thing is, if at any point the positive vibes and fun energy of the stream is ever compromised because of the actions of one person, then you gotta go.
yeah.
You gotta go.
Well, you sent a very good tweet of just, like, a streamer or anybody in chat should never be held, like
Yeah, don't be a hostage to one person, even if
yeah.
they're not like explicitly breaking chat rules. If they're compromising like the atmosphere and positive energy of your stream, you have every right to like just like kick them out or time them out or
Mhm.
ban them. And that goes with like that's just not like that's not specifically Monster Hunter. That's like any stream in general. You know, if you're a
Yeah,
streamer and someone comes in and they're not doing anything technically against the rules of your chat room, but they are like you feel like you're being held hostage by like engaging in conversation with them, and they're putting you in a negative mindset. Like, just they can go. They can go. You can
yeah,
get rid of them. Like it's that
yeah,
easy. You have the ability to do it, so just do it. Guarantee you, I've been doing that more. Just like if someone's being a butt, I call them out, and then I'll just tell them like, hey, like kind of be a kind of like I don't know, kind
I
of making
definitely got
everyone
the sense from
uncomfortable.
that.
So it's like either get your act together or please just find the door
Get out.
and get out. You know?
Yeah, like, that's definitely happened in the past, and I'm sure a lot of streamers can agree that, like, it
Yeah.
there's always gonna be that one viewer that, like, you have in your mind that, like, has definitely either stressed you out on stream or just, like, really made you not excited to hit that go live button and just, like it's the most horrible feeling because it's really hard to really decide on what you want to do, but at the end of the day, like, you have to remember, like, this is your corner of the internet. Nobody should change it. Nobody should make you feel different,
Yeah.
and yeah, you move on with your day, and they move on with theirs.
And the funny thing is sometimes these people don't even realize they're engaging
Oh,
in like
totally,
being a jerk or something.
totally. They actually
Uh
think that they're being helpful in some cases.
yeah. So it's like I feel like they never had anyone in their life to tell them to like take them by the shoulder and just shake them and be like, "Hey, here's how you're making other people feel," you know?
Well, I
Um
think it, like, comes along with, like, backseating a lot and just, like, the parasocial relationship, like, that's a
yeah.
huge conversation that we will not be able to discuss today,
Like
'cause
parasocial relationships with viewer
holy crap,
streamers
that's a
and
lot.
stuff. Yeah.
That's a lot. to cover.
It's hard to understand what we're talking about unless like, well, I wouldn't say it's hard to understand, but you don't
It's
really get the full brunt of what we're talking about until like you actually stream, like,
yeah,
and you're in like the driver's seat and you like start to understand like, wow, sometimes certain types of people can be like have like a really negative effect on your mood while you're streaming, and you feel like you don't have any power to say anything against it because then you're afraid you're gonna come off like as an asshole.
yeah.
But like, I've had people like DM me. In fact, I've had you tell me before that like, you know, when I'm like roasting someone on stream for being like a jerk, and you're just like, hell yeah, like, you know,
Yeah,
like fucking cheer me on from the background.
yeah.
It's like, okay, you know what? That's some comfort to know that like, you know, yeah, other chat members are probably on your side when you're just totally destroying this asshole in your chat room. It's such a good feeling. It's like a very mob mentality feeling,
Well, it's just kinda
but
like
like against like negativity.
well, obviously, it's so much easier as well that, like, because yeah, we don't want to be a bad guy or anything. We want everybody to enjoy our streams, but it's also, like, I don't know, it's just it's sometimes to really form our words properly, and because it's just, like, I think we're so desperate to not come off as, like, an asshole in any way,
hmm
but it's just I don't know.
I think
It
it's like I think it comes from the fact that we tend to overthink our own behavior on stream.
yeah.
We put everything under a microscope. If we like if I even say something that sounds like it could be like construed in a negative tone, I'll immediately try to like backpedal and try to like sound more positive and put a positive spin on it, and then I just start like
Yeah.
over explaining myself and everything. It's so, like it's all this like, Cam, just ban the person. Just
Yeah,
time them
like,
out. Just ban them.
I
Just
think
do
one
it.
of the biggest things as well is, like, sometimes I can be, like, just I overthink things with certain people as well because it's like, if I know that this person is in someone else's chat that's my friend,
Mhm.
like, let's say that they're very like, they go to, any other streamer's chat that I know of, like, I don't really want to ban them in my chat because then it's like, "Oh god, I'm gonna be seeing them everywhere."
Well, yeah, yeah,
But
that's another thing too, right? Is that like,
it's like, cause like, that's kind of the thing about Monster Hunter. We have such a kinda close-knit community in a way.
mhm,
It's obviously much broader now, but, like, a lot of people like, we see a lot of the same people in different chats,
yeah,
and it's just kinda like, if you don't like someone, it's hard to get away from them, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing,
like
necessarily.
school. It's kind of like school.
Exactly, and it's just like, if I ban someone in my chat because they're making me uncomfortable or they're coming off as very, like, whatever,
Mhm,
I have to deal with that with other streamers, like, see them elsewhere, and it's just kinda like, I hate the ability of not being able to talk in someone's chat because someone is there,
yeah.
and it's just kinda I don't know.
Well, that's
It's
also
a
why I
lot.
don't like really talk much in other people's chats. I'll just like sit there and just watch. Also, like for chat members out there who ever say hi to me in other chat rooms and I ignore you, that's not because I hate you. I just want to. I just don't really feel like engaging in a conversation with other chat members because that's what I do on my stream.
Yeah.
When I'm on my stream, that's when I want to talk to chat members. When I'm on someone else's stream, I don't want to talk to chat members. I want to talk to the streamer and then just
Mhm.
make my dinner or whatever the hell I do.
Yeah.
So please don't like take it personally if I like never acknowledge you in a chat room because I've had people who are like, "Oh, Tam, you said hi to them, but not me," and I'm like, "Oh my god, please."
Yeah. It's kinda like I also don't wanna flood the chat by saying hi to people.
I know. Uh,
And, obviously, I'm not trying to say that, like, "Oh, everybody's saying hi to me." No, no, no. It's just more of, like, I say hi to one person, and then someone afterwards is like, "Oh, hi, Forest." It's like, "Crap."
I've been exposed. I gotta go like celebrity mode, wear my sunglasses and my like my full face mask.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make like an alt account that's called like not Tam.
Also, Karada did make, like, a good comment as well, on the previous, I would still ban them just because they're nice to someone else, but a dick to you doesn't make them a nice person. Like,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
that he was just saying, just because like someone is in my chat that's like, acting kind of douchey or kind of like, whatever, but
Yeah.
they're like super nice or even like a mod in someone else's chat,
Hmm.
it shouldn't like truly stress you out or anything. So, yeah,
Oh, like
I don't know.
they're like a mutual that you don't like,
Yeah.
but like another friend likes. This is like
Yeah.
going into more like society, like
I know
sociological issues now.
we were talking about hub etiquette. How do
This
we
is
get to
like
this?
this has extended past hub etiquette. It has gone into the territory of, oh, my wife has a friend that I fucking hate, but they're best friends with my wife,
Yeah.
and I hate every time she comes over. But oh, I hate you so
Well,
much, but my wife loves you, so I guess we gotta.
I think the biggest thing is obviously like even though they're just like well, they're hunters, but they're also people, you know?
Are they?
And it's just yes, I
Okay.
would hope so. I think they are. Um, and I don't know. It's just kind of like I think people need to realize that as a streamer, like we're entertainers, we're gamers, we're all of that. We're trying to do a lot while
Gamers.
also like gamers. We're trying to provide entertainment while also trying to be good at a game or bad, depending on your brand, whatever.
Bad.
Um, bad. Bad always.
Me bad.
um, so, like just be patient. That's what I ask for. But also be nice.
It's like,
Make my
yeah,
day.
you're still talking with a human. We're not. Twitch isn't a matchmaking service for you.
Yeah,
It's a social
exactly.
platform. It's not like strictly a matchmaking service. If you wanna just join people's lobbies, just like fucking do the what is the SOS called in Rise? I don't know. SOSs, or just like
SOS
join a
player.
random open public lobby in the game. And yeah, there you go. But
Yeah,
Twitch isn't like your means to like go on and try to find people to play with. Like the game has tools for you to do that. Twitch is primarily there so that you can interact with a streamer, talk,
yeah,
get to know them, maybe be entertained by them, maybe look at their cute little VTuber avatars, maybe throw them money for some reason. You do
exactly.
you, boo.
And like
Um,
on top of that, like if you have a problem with anything, my DMs are always open, you know? So, yeah.
you can DM me. Whether or not I respond is a different story.
I still remember of how scared I was to DM you the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't even remember why. It was just more of like, "Oh my god, I'm so intimidated by Tam for some reason."
I feel like I've been called tsundere before, and I'm like, yeah, probably.
Really?
In real life, I've been called that.
Oh, okay.
They're like, Tam, you're
No,
so sun sun, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I looked up and I was like, oh, that's what you mean. Fuck.
yeah,
Maybe.
'cause yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Um, but no, I think it was like I think I was saying thank you for like I don't even remember what it was, but I was just like I just wanted to be polite and say thank you for something. Maybe it was like a big raid or something or you gifted, I don't freaking know.
Mm.
Um, but it was just kind of like I was so scared that you like either A weren't gonna respond or like respond with like a okay.
Okay, okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, cool.
At this point, if you do that, it's like, yeah, that's just Tam.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Um,
I know.
I think it's because, like, I mean, we're gonna get, like, to, like, big, like, what's in Tam's mind psychiatry mode at some point where it's gonna be like, oh, well, this is why Tam is acting like this, but
One day, the
this is.
podcast is just gonna open and, like, Tam's sitting on, like, a chair, like, or laying back on a chair and, like yeah,
Help me.
exactly.
I had those dreams again.
"Welcome to my office."
I had those dreams again, doctor. I need help. Yeah.
I'm hearing
I
voices in
mean,
my head
it's funny you
again.
say that because like streams are kind of therapeutic, and yeah, like if people are being weird in hubs or just adding negative energy, that's like I stream and also I play games to relax. You know, that's what they
Oh,
are. They're
totally.
games. You know, they're meant to be entertaining.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
you know, even
It
if
really
you
is
like,
therapeutic.
even if someone's like unintentionally being a jerk, it's like, you know, teach them. Teach them. It's a teaching moment for everyone involved.
Mhm.
Maybe they'll engage in the behavior less often if you say like, hey, you know, maybe give other people a turn to post the quests too.
Yeah.
You know, it's not or like hey, uh people have started asking me a lot like, hey Tam, look at my guild card, or Tam, can you look at my armor? And I'm just like, no. And then they're just like, okay, fair enough.
Alright,
Like, yeah,
have a good day.
cool. Tam, look at my guild card. Nah.
Uh,
Um
yeah,
like I've
yeah.
like I mean I watch like other big streamers as well, and like their reactions to that question is like basically that. It's like there's like, hey streamer, can you look at my achievements on my guild card? And they're just like, nah.
Yeah, I need to keep doing that, yeah.
I mean, it's like
Mm.
if I'm especially bored that day, then I'll just look at people's guild cards on my own. I'll just do that. I'll like if it's like I was like that's like there's time to kill, then I'll just be like I'll just look at it. But like,
Yeah,
you know,
but
don't force
honest
me to look at the picture of your kids in your wallet. You know,
yeah.
hey, look how
Well,
adorable my kids are. Have you seen them? It's just my palm.
yeah, it amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of like another big thing. It's like I don't I'm sorry, but it's like if everybody asked me to it's just kind of like in my mind, like if I view someone's guild card, then I should be viewing everybody's,
Hmm.
to be fair.
And
And
this is
it's
more
just
just
kind of
like
like
this.
I don't
Yeah.
well,
By the
it's
way,
just like you don't have the time for that.
this is more just like personal pet peeves at this point than like
It
universal
really
hub
is.
etiquette.
But at the same time, like I'm sure like everybody's kind of been like, "Ugh, I don't okay. You know? Um But yeah, I don't know. Like obviously again, I do love receiving guild cards. I will look through them. Yes, I've seen that guild picture or whatever or that title, you know.
Yes, I've seen the
I'm
panty
talking
shot of
about
your hunter
you.
before. Oh, are
I
you
have
pointing at
so
the cat? Are
many of
you
those.
pointing at your fake camera?
Totally.
Oh god,
Yeah.
threatening. Here, I'm
Imagine.
pointing for you.
Thank you.
This is a JoJo reference.
um I don't know. Yeah, it just yeah. And also, yeah, Karada's bringing up one of the points that we really want to bring up.
What's up?
As for okay, so this is me reading the chat. As for etiquette, though, I was told someone was taught that checking the team sets was rude. How do you guys feel about checking the hub armors? I
It's rude when you go to check someone's armor and you just give them unsolicited advice on how to make the armor better. That is rude. Just
yeah.
looking at their armor because you want to see their armor. If you have any judgments, like whatever, but like keep it to yourself. Um, and let them rock what they want to rock. But like if you're looking at someone's armor, like from the get go without them asking, and just be like, oh, you know, you could make this better by doing this, this, and this. That's rude. Like I don't
Mhm.
care how much better of a hunter and how much better of a set they're gonna have if they do these changes. Just telling someone unsolicited, just looking at their armor and then like telling them like, hey, this is kind of shitty right here. That's like that's rude.
Yeah.
That's rude. But if you're just looking at armor, then it's like whatever. That's fine. I do it. I do it. I'm not gonna give
Um.
recommendations. I'm just gonna look at your armor. Unless you specifically ask me like, hey Tam, how can I make this armor better? Then that's when you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when the dam bursts and I
That's
go in.
like that's like you it's like fucking you're at like a coffee shop and you're like it's like you're wearing like I don't know. I'm trying to like frame the you're like at a coffee shop and your car is like parked in front and then someone looks at your car and is like, "Oh, you know, you could really like really add some spoilers right there. It could be like look real." It's like, "Oh, I didn't ask. Who are you? Go away." You know?
Yeah.
It's like I walk into a lobby and someone's like, "Hey Tam, you want to know how you make this armor better?" I was like, "No. Uh I didn't ask. I didn't ask."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's just kinda like I again, like, I don't mind people asking me to check their set,
Hmm.
but it's kinda like, what do you expect when I look at your set, you know?
That's what it boils
And
down to. Is
it's
like
like,
if
I'll
you,
just be like, "Nice," and then
yeah.
close.
Well, it's like that's what it boils down to. If you ask specifically, "Hey, can you look at my set and like recommend anything?" Then I'm like, "Yeah, sure, dude. Let's look at your set and see what we can do."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like open up your armor set though and just look at it and be like, "Oh, this is kind of shit right here," or like, "Hey, you can make this better if you like have a better talisman here and here and here." It's like they didn't ask me, so I'm not gonna do that. Plus, that's like I feel like
Mhm.
that's like very egotistic as well to just like you know to
Yeah.
just look at someone's armor and then suggest
Well, yeah,
things.
it's very like, I'm very against backseating.
Mhm.
This is kind of like the one main problem that I've had with chat, I think. And,
Mm.
like, if anybody is to ever get banned from my chat, like, or timed out, that is the reason. I have explicitly said in the past, "Do not backseat me." I'm sorry, but it makes me not wanna play a game.
Mhm.
That is the main reason why I can't return to World or stream it.
That's why I haven't
Um,
been looking at I haven't been really looking at people's armor sets in general much unless they specifically ask me now.
yeah, same.
Uh if like an opportunity arises where I see someone get like full blasted one hit KO from full health, then that's like where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a look at your let's take a look at your health, your defense here, just like to be curious. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you know about
Yeah,
armor spheres?
yeah, exactly. Like, that's if it's getting to a point, again, where I said before, where, like, if we run through a quest, you triple cart, we run through it again, you triple cart again, then we'll take a step back and, go over what you got and everything.
Yeah,
Try to
and
get you something better. But, like, it's not gonna be as soon as someone comes in and be like, "Oh, let's see what you're rocking today. Are you good enough to be in my very exclusive hub?" No,
now,
never.
because this is the internet, people are gonna think I'm taking extremist stances on this. There is a degree of nuance to what I'm saying. Okay, for example, if I'm looking at someone's set and they have like 8 levels of attack boost, and I'm like, hey, you're like overcapped on attack by like one, then
Yeah.
I think that's fine. But taking a look at someone's set and just like being like, hey, you want to know how to make this set so much better? Like that's unsolicited like advice that I don't want to give. But like if it's like, hey, you're overcapped on attack, then that's probably where I'm more likely to be like, just tell you about it.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, it's even like if I don't know. Honestly, I'm the type of person that's like if someone like tells me to take a look at their brand new set and I see it and it's not really that good, like I see a lot of flaws in it, I'll still be like, "Yeah, you're doing great." Like I don't know. It's just kind of play the game how you want, you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just do what you want. Like experience the game how you want. We've all been there where we've had crappy sets, you know? I'm
Yep.
not about to be like, you could, sub in rapid morph for your Switch X set instead of whatever. I don't care.
Now, like I have those situations. I've had those situations where I'm playing GU and someone joins the hub, and you can tell that this is probably their first Monster Hunter because it's just a mishmash of parts with no armor skills activated in
Yeah.
GU. The way I'd tackle that instead of just standing on top of them and being like, "Oh, you said this shit, dude. What the hell is going on here?" It's where I'm like, kind of probe them a little, be um, like, is this your first Monster Hunter or something like that? Not like it's gonna sound like really demeaning, I know, but like,
Well, I think in anything that we say can sound demeaning to someone,
yeah, and
you know?
everyone's gonna misconstrue it differently. I just think
Yeah.
giving unsolicited advice is like just a no go for me. Um,
Yeah.
especially in like, cause like you equate it to like real life interactions out in the real
Mhm.
world. You kids remember the real world. Um,
Kinda.
it's like, and it's where that whole like, dare I say it, mansplaining conundrum came from. Where it's like the thing is. Monsplaining. Someone in the chat just said monsplaining. Yeah, that's splaining. Yeah, like it's like the thing is if the person can respond to you by saying like I didn't ask, that's where I'm like okay, I'm just gonna just lay off, just
Yeah.
keep my distance, let them do them, and let them learn their own
Exactly.
lessons. But also, if they're being a jerk about it, then I'm not gonna
Yeah.
respond in kind, but I'm gonna be stern.
Well, it's just like even with streaming and like backseating, it's like I'm very vocal when I want advice on
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
But if you come in and start telling me like, "Oh, did you know that you could do this or this or this?" And it's like I'm already like 5 steps ahead or whatever, and it's like I can already tell like, "Okay, this is gonna be a bad time."
The other thing is like, yeah, you saying that reminded me of like when people would be like, "Hey Tam, the Nargacuga greatsword is a lot better than the one you're using right now." I want to look them in through the monitor and be like, okay, one, you see what my HR is. Do you think I don't know that? Do you think I don't know that? Do you think you're the first one to try to tell me that? Like,
Um,
it's like I
yeah.
know, I'm aware. The Nargacuga greatsword looks like doo doo. It's feathers on a stick.
Yeah, the Nargacuga weapons are something to behold.
I don't care if my hunts could be 45 seconds faster. I'll stick with my current greatsword. I'll stick with like the Mizu one or whichever one I haven't been using at the time. Okay, you're not the first one to tell me this, and I doubt you're gonna be the last one. But you know,
Yeah.
let me just say right now, you're not you're not the main character here on the stream. Okay,
Mhm.
that's me.
Well, yeah, I just like it I get it. You want to be helpful. I get it. You know, you had more success with this weapon or whatever, but
Mhm.
also back up.
Sometimes I get the feeling of like it's not really they want to be helpful. It's more like they want to show everyone in the chat room that they know a lot.
That's true.
You know,
Which you can also do that by not being a prick.
that's also
No,
yeah,
I
yeah,
I don't
no, yeah.
know.
There's plenty of ways.
It's
You
just
know,
kind of like you also brought up that like, my HR is this or whatever. I think people need to realize that HR does like it is just a number.
it
Once you
is
get
just
past
a number, but there
HR
is
like 40 or 50, it's just kind of like you can be HR 999 and still not know anything.
and it could be like hacked too. But there is like
Exactly.
I've changed my stance on HR. It's just a number. At the end of the day, there's no correlation between HR and mechanical hunter skill, but there is a correlation between HR and time spent in the game.
Hmm.
So you have more experience in the game. Doesn't necessarily mean you're better at playing the game, but you are much more familiar with the game because you've played it much more and you've actually completed
Yeah.
hunts and stuff. So I think higher HR means higher expectations of said player with the higher HR. Doesn't necessarily mean they're better at the game, but their knowledge of the system mechanics and stuff should be. Like, take me for example. I've played a lot of Monster Hunter. Um, I don't consider myself good at like by any means, but I am familiar with a lot of like fights and stuff just because I've seen them a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm a good player, but I'm an informed player. I think
Yeah.
there's like yeah, they're two different things.
Well, it's just kind of on top of that, like, especially in the previous games where you could do certain quests that were very easy to finish very
Hmm.
quickly. Like, for example, the Charm Farm in GU, where you had to capture or kill that Brachydios for
Oh,
the
the
sub
Bracky
quest.
one.
That gave a lot, you know? Like,
Yeah,
that's a very effective way to get your HR up. You can still be 999. You can be boosted
that's
all the way
true.
to 999 and still not know anything, you know? You can still have like done those certain HR point boosted quests in a world like the for a while it was I think it was Pink Rathian and Legiana or something.
Oh yeah, the event quest that gave like
The cherry
double.
blossom one
Yeah,
or whatever, it, like, gave a lot of, HR points.
yeah.
You can do that,
That's still a
and you
lot
can
of
still
time
be
investment
absolutely
though.
awful at the game.
Yeah, it just means like lots of time investment, not necessarily a lot of skill. Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's just kind of like when I go into a hub, for example, like, yes, I'm 999 and G or whatever. Um, a lot of at the end was just charm farm. I'll
You
be frank on
flexing?
that.
Wow.
And, I'll go into a hub and people will be like, "Oh my god, a 999." It's like, "No, no, 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 no. It's stop. It's just a number."
You misunderstand.
In reality, I should be like HR 200. I die to stupid shit all the time.
You know something that the previous Monster Hunters used to do that they no longer do is that you could look at the quest history of someone and it would display their most recent quests and whether or not they succeeded or failed in them and how
Yeah.
long it took them.
Mhm.
Part of me wants to have that again. So I could like look at my own and then be like, oh, Tab like failed like his last 5 quests like 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god,
I
trash
know.
player.
Oh my god, look at this guy. It even, like, displays that he carded, like, 3
Yeah,
times.
it says like how many times they carded,
Yeah.
um, like how fast the quest took, whether or not they captured. It's like all sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's
I do
hilarious.
definitely miss some of those, parts of the guild card, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think, like, my biggest gripe now is just seeing the percentage of how far away, like, how much of the guild card you have completed, because it drives me mental now.
Now you know. Now you know how I feel about open world games.
Yeah, now I understand.
Yeah, it's funny. Guild card doesn't bother me at all in terms of completion. Just the weapon usage part.
Really?
Cause like I don't know. Hey, I blame Capcom for making that graph so pretty. Okay. Like
That's true.
if it was just numbers, if it was like literally just like it's a like great sword and then like 200 and then it's just listed out like that, that'd be fine. I'd be fine. I would just use whatever. But because they put it in this like neat little graph, all like a
Yeah.
little cute color coded and everything, like it's be able to zoom in and out. It's
Yeah.
like, well, I got to make the graph look pretty. It's I blame
Especially
Capcom for
with,
that
like,
one.
I really like the, addition of, like, being able to, take a picture anywhere in the world and just kinda have it as your picture, like, I actually really like
Oh
that
yeah,
part of
that's
the card.
great. I mean, there is a certain charm to like the way they used to do it with like the background pose and be
Yeah,
like
like,
moving around and
I actually really miss the background, and I'm kinda hoping that they'll bring that back, is kinda like the color of the card or whatever,
mm.
in a way.
Oh yeah, everyone
Like
has
that.
like the same like parchment like ugly
Yeah,
piss colored paper for their guild
exactly, and it
card.
kinda bothers me.
Yeah,
So boring.
I know. It's
Every other part of the guild card looks great,
mhm.
but that?
You know what they
That's
should
the
do?
color they go with?
They should let us make our own pixel
At
art.
least Tam, please. Please,
They
we
should let us
have to
do
get
that.
away from this.
Should let us do that. It'd be great, huh? Man,
Tam, stop.
that'd be great, wouldn't
We
it?
talked we talked
Nice.
about pixel art at the beginning of the stream. I
Wouldn't that be great? Hey, I
I'm
have to
so
I have to fill in the void. There's like a chaos void right now where Karada should be.
yeah.
It's like a chaos void. It's like there's like a sinking panda, or it's like a panda that's like upside down and it's stuck in a hole, and all it's like just its butt is sticking up and its like little feet are like trying to kick. It's like, well, I gotta account for the panda that's stuck there. So
It would be, kinda cool and, like, if Karada's not able to make it to more or, like, if any of us are able ever not able to make
wait,
it I'm no,
it
I'm
would be
saying
cool if Karada's not able to
no,
make it to World
no,
Podcast.
I'm saying I said it wrong. I'm saying
You said it in the most wrong way you could have possibly said it.
okay, I didn't mean it in that way. No, 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 no. Okay, I
That was
meant
the wrongest you could
no.
have said it. You couldn't have said it any more
I meant it in the way that, I want to be here. No, I can see him typing up a storm in chat. I'm not even gonna read it right now. Um, But if like when one of us
Mhm.
is absent, we just have like our little icon in like the a corner or whatever, just like
I was
doing
thinking that, but that
whatever.
was more work than just doing this.
Ugh.
Yeah. How's that for hub
Which
etiquette, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. I think that's a podcast though.
Yeah.
Let's say you let's
God, do
say
we
you
have to end on the note like that?
let's say you we end on a note of like, oh man, I really like when Karada's not here. That's great. That's so great.
No. You see what I mean when I'm so scared of looking at
Okay. All right.
Alright.
That's a podcast. Hey, if you guys want to check me out, I'm at twitch.tv/tamjamming.
And twitch.tv/forestraider.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Y'all enjoy the rest of your E3 week. Hopefully, Monster Hunter gets announced for Smash.
Oh hell yeah.
And hopefully you get to
Yeah,
see lots of boobas on Phantasy Star Online too. New Genesis. Out now! Alright, see you guys.
See you guys.